podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
BoxingVoice.com. You seen what he did on Facebook, right? I really knew. Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this. Look.
Beyonce Productions.
I really knew. BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. We done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born to fight.
My life has always been a fight. I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to. You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
There's no question. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
BoxingVoice.com.
Why you mad?
I'm not saying the man can't take body shots. Wait for motherfucking March. We're gonna take this shit to the limit. BoxingVoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another flagship edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Thursday, previews and predictions, so we will be previewing and predicting all this weekend's action, as well as going over any news and notes that are out there, and there are some very huge headlines, astronomical headlines. I mean, I watched interviews where Eddie Hearn says that this fight between Wilder and Joshua is at double or triple what they thought it was worth. Now, once upon a time, we all know that was $100 million, right? I mean, Wilder believed it was $100 million. AJ didn't think it was worth 100. He says, hey, bring me 50 and we'll do it. And they brought it and they didn't. And that was 2 years ago. Now we're in 2020 and they're talking about the Saudis are ready to put double to triple that amount. And it's so much money that regardless of whatever feelings either team may have, it's too much money to walk away from. So, I went with the smaller double instead of the triple. I know because, I mean, come on, I'm going to have to see it to believe it that this fight is worth $300 million. So I went with the double on the $200 million. And we'll see, man. I mean, but look, the minute AJ and Ruiz happened in Saudi Arabia, I knew that this was going to be a possibility, and I wanted it to be. I wanted for someone to pay the boatloads to make sure that this happens. That being said, Danny Garcia is fighting this weekend. He's going to be taking on Ivan Redkach. And, Ivan talking real tough, and Danny has to perform. They're putting the pressure that Manny's looking at him, and then he's got the pressure of having to face Earl when he comes back. So a lot to talk about. And A-side Andy Ruiz, as I like to call him, even though Mike didn't want to believe, but it took this show. It's just a matter of days before the truth finds its way back to the show. And A-side Andy Ruiz has been contacted with a secondary offer from Matchroom and Eddie Hearns to do the fight in America. So much for Dillian Whyte being that A-side.
I said that, where the A-side? Where the A-side?
But look, I ain't trying to rub it in, even though I did. We're here to talk boxing. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion 1 time. Voice your opinion right here to, I don't know. I normally have a catchphrase. I messed that up. See, I don't normally get one on mic, so I'm too excited. I ruined it. Let me go out to Indiana, Gross the Boss.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Windows camp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in. BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up, and shout out to everybody out there in the TBV universe, man. We back with another one. Thursday prediction day, Danny Garcia, and my man, too many teeth, Ivan Redkach. God damn, he was smiling a lot. Them veneers must be brand new, Ness. Well, Ivan was up there cheesy like, the whole time, just showing all his damn teeth. But anyway, man, we got some breaking news, bro. Some big news that I thought was shocking, but we all seen it coming. Andy Ruiz and his trainer Manny Robles have split. Now it will be shocking who probably instigated or had an influence on the split, but we'll get to that later on. And also, man, we got a lot of notes, man. We got boxing tonight on DAZN. We got Stephen Fulton returning this weekend. We got interviews today with Michael Coffey. We got one with Timothy Moten, Richard Hitchins. You know what I'm saying? We jam packed, man. So y'all sit back, put your motherfucking seatbelt on, get your blunt, get your nice little wine, your beer, just shot of liquor, whatever you need. And enjoy the show, man. Let's go. What's going on, Ness? You took a little.
What up?
What up, man? What up, man? What should we? You want to start with the big news, or you want to start with Danny, man?
I mean, I said we start with the normal way, top to bottom.
Let's go.
And just go, we gotta go through the irrelevant stuff quickly. You know what I mean? And we'll get to the bigger name topics. I guess.
All right, man. This weekend, prime time on Showtime, man. Showtime Boxing is back this Saturday at the Barclays Center. We have a triple hitter. We have the main event, you know what I'm saying? We got the return of Danny Garcia. Last scene, he knocked somebody out who ain't never been knocked out before. You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot of pressure to live up to that knockout that he had against Granados, against a guy that we probably think is not on the level of Danny Garcia. Ivan Redkach, even though he's coming off a very impressive win over Devin Alexander, he wasn't on anybody's radar. But Danny, you know what I'm saying, was supposed to fight Earl Spence on January 25th, but that could not happen, and they got another southpaw in. And the press conference was cool. Danny called him a lemon head. You know what I'm saying? He looked kind of sweet over there. So we got a fight this weekend.
Yeah, I watched the press conference too. I mean, look, for Danny, he's in a position where he's normally an A side and he gets treated like one. But it's time. It's definitely time to get a big time win. At least, though, I was giving it some thought, and I said to myself, how much does the knockout count in this instance? You know what I mean? Like, Earl's fought a few guys that he ain't one punch. Like, Danny's one punching dudes. I mean, could there be a possibility that Danny has more power? I know Earl's not getting an opportunity to fight Brandon and to fight Granados. But would he one punch knock them out is my question. I mean, because people will say, yeah, Earl be dog shit. Yeah, I know that. But would he one punch knock out Rios? Would he one punch knock out Granados?
Rios was a one punch knockout, but Granados was more of a accumulated, you know what I'm saying, referee. He caught him with a left hook. Then another one, then referee was just like, Granados, man, you seen enough, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like Granados was out on the canvas. He was out on his feet, but it was still very impressive. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. I was trying to signal to you and give you a hint. Like, didn't he go down though?
Yeah. He definitely went down. But the stoppage wasn't the one that he went down on.
I don't know. I'm stuck in my face.
I see a lot of people, man. My guy Ben Mabo hit me up today talking about Mike, man. Do you think what you think? I'm like, Ivan Redkach and Danny Garcia, like, bro, come on.
Is that people think Danny's sweet, man? They always thought Danny was sweet.
Man, but this guy Ivan, he it's levels to this boxing shit, man. Like we say this shit week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes guys get their chance and they overcome and they shock us. But more times than not, the better fighter will win this fight. We seen Danny in there with a lot better competition than Ivan Redkach. Danny Garcia right now, he's like 31 years old. He's in the prime of his career. I doubt he have a letdown against Ivan Redkach, even to the point so much so they kept asking him about him. Brian Custer kept on asking him about Earl Spence, Manny Pacquiao. He had tunnel vision. I don't want to talk about that. I've been training 10 weeks for this guy. I got business to handle Saturday night, so I think Danny Garcia gonna get it done, man. Like I don't see no upset this week. Well, not this fight. I don't see an upset this fight.
I mean, ain't nobody see it last weekend.
Yeah, but Julian, he's a good fighter. But Danny Garcia just got longevity, you know what I'm saying? Nothing against Julian. He ain't got the longevity, time in and time out. We seen Danny Garcia getting in there with the likes of Keith Thurman. Some thought that he did better than what the cards indicated. We seen him in there against Sean Porter, very, very close fight. Like Danny has some things under his belt that Ivan don't have. He has the intangibles. He has the high level experience. Like he has stuff to fall back on when it get tough and gritty, you know what I'm saying? Have we seen Ivan in a fight where he got tough and gritty against an elite fighter pull something out? I mean, like all those things matter to me.
I mean, the only time we seen him do that was with Alexander.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what Alexander did we get? Was it the Alexander that was a two-time champion? Or was it the one that was on a long layoff who had a controversial fight with Berto that should have been, in my opinion, I think Devin did a little bit more to win that fight, but he didn't get the nod. He was not that active. I mean, it wasn't the same Devin, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was a very impressive knockout, that Devin wasn't the one that we're used to seeing.
Well, since we're talking Danny and we're talking the fact that we, the panel, believe he'll win and don't believe he'll lose, let's talk about DAZN's pull-up. Shout out to DAZN once more for doing cross-network content, reaching out to Danny through Akin Barak and making a very good segment called The Pull-Up, where Danny...
I ain't even watch it, bro.
What?
I don't think they're real.
Oh, the segments, you don't think they're real?
Yeah, I think it's like... I mean, no offense. I just think it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the people know they're coming.
I mean, it's like the dating show. Somebody got to know because you got to set it up. But probably the dude, the culprit, doesn't know. You know what I mean? It's no different than them call-in shows that, you know, used to. I think it was Hot 97 used to set them up, you know? Have your girl set you up like, oh, tell them I'm pregnant and they the doctor.
What?
Oh, you never seen a radio show do that?
Well, y'all did some wild shit in New York. Set them up, tell them I'm pregnant.
All type of shit, bro. What? All type of shit, bro. Like, for real, man. But yeah, I don't know.
Ever since I watched the
I'm picking Danny, man. I'm hoping he does it by stoppage, right? Like, I want him to continue to show power because he gonna need it.
I mean, like Danny said, like a knockout is not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? If he goes out there and just outclasses the guy, beat him up for what is it, a 10-round fight or 12-round fight?
He gonna have to stop him. I think Redkach. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he come forward?
Yeah, last time I checked, he come forward.
Yeah, so like his goal is to catch up to Danny. Danny can't be on his toes all night. Like nobody wants to be Tyson Fury. You got to have phenomenal cardio to be on your toes all night. And you got to be pivoting and turning. Because if you start tying up, then it becomes boring. So he going to have to stop him.
Yeah. But look, man, if Danny don't get the stoppage, I ain't going to put that kind of pressure on him, even though I'm expecting him to get the stoppage.
I mean, I think he got to have that pressure when a dude's coming from 130, bro. Like, we got to expect the stoppage. We can't say, oh, all right, let's give him a pass. You know, you fight 130-pounder, so you ain't got to get the stoppage.
You're not 130-pounder no more. He's been at 147 like 2 or 3 fights.
2 or 3, or you sure this is his second fight only? Because, you know, I think it's his second fight.
That'd be 2, right?
Yeah. That's not that many.
Hey, look, man, Danny started at 140. He started at 135, 130. Look, he's at 147 now. He's coming up with an impressive victory, impressive knockout over Devin Alexander. If Danny goes out there and just batters the guy and the guy shows a tough-ass chin and not willing to get knocked out, I'm not going to hold that against Danny. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say Danny went out there.
The corner could stop it, Mike. If you battering him, the corner could stop it. Make sure you do it well enough where the corner takes pity.
Sometimes the corner should want their man to go 10. I want their man to go 12. Sometimes there's there's like a moral victory.
This is Ivan's
for not getting
second
knocked
fight,
out.
bruh, at welterweight. So, but he did move up slowly. Like he started 35, then he went to 40. He had a couple fights at 40, 41, 42, 40, then 48 was the last one.
Has Ivan been stopped? Hasn't been stopped twice, right?
Ivan has 2 stoppages. KO lost to John Molina Jr.
Ooh.
And Zlatan Cannon.
Yeah, Danny
Slapped the cannon on him. John hit him with the boom boom, and Zlatan Cannon slapped the cannon on him.
This might go 3 rounds then. Danny should get a big time stoppage.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Then you got Tevin who handled him early, right? Tevin handled him. Tevin is the only other loss, right? Oh, no, it's 4 more, so it's 4 altogether. But Tevin's in here somewhere. There you go. 2016, Tevin did a UD on him. But Farmer was deducted 1 point for the low blows, and that's because, my man ain't going to stop coming. You're going to have to slow him down. You know what I mean? But Danny for the stoppage.
Yeah, I got Danny too. Moving on, next matchup we got is the return of Swift, Jarrett Hurd, and he's fighting Francisco Santana. What you know about Francisco?
Francisco Santana is like a 140-pounder. We call him Chi Santana in the boxing community. He fought Saddam Ali a couple years ago. He's got a couple, common names on his resume, but all lower weight dudes, you know what I mean? Like this is a way to make sure Jarrett Hurd gets a win and builds his self-esteem and confidence.
It's an exhibition pretty much then. Mm-hmm. Started at 140, man. Jarrett Hurd's a big 154, so
I think Chi might have started even smaller than that, but I'm going to go ahead and pull him up, which I'm doing now. He's got 7 losses, only 1 by KO. He started his career at welterweight. And he's fought from as high as 54 numerous times, so shocking. I mean, early on, he definitely was, he's big, I guess, but not big, right? Let's see his height. His height is 5'9".
You might say he ain't looked that much shorter than Jarrett Hurd.
Oh, he looked like 4 or 5 inches shorter than Jarrett Hurd to me.
Like about 2 to me. I thought Jarrett like 5'11", 6 foot maybe.
Man, they faces was on 2 different levels in my opinion.
Jarrett got a motherfucking hot top too, bro. Like he ain't that. All right.
No. I was just gonna tell you who he lost to.
We just saying our perspective.
Yo, shout out to my new best friend Bud Crawford, because Chi lost to Jose Benavidez, who Bud beat. Chi Santana.
That's your man's now, huh? I feel you, man. I feel you. Coming back around.
Shout out to Chi Santana, who is intertwined with Bud Crawford because he also beat Felix Diaz. Let me see if that's the same Felix Diaz or is this that the Mexican one? My bad.
Who did it better?
Nope, it is Felix Diaz.
Who did it better? Knock. Who there? Pow, right hand. He was playing knock on that man head.
Yeah, I mean, he lost to Saddam Ali, like I said. He beat Eddie Gomez too, but that was a short welterweight. Now Joseem Alcine, that's a big dude. That dude is even for Lemieux. He actually beat Lemieux.
9 minutes, by the way, 9 minutes.
And he fought Freddie Hernandez and beat Hernandez in 2013. That was a fresher Hernandez. I mean, look, I don't believe that Chi at this stage of his career, I mean, if we're looking, we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4 losses in the last 5 years, and all to the names he stepped up. Like, he lost to Saddam, he lost to Benavidez Jr. I don't even know who this dude is, Mahori Montes. I mean, at least he got that Felix Diaz win. That gave him new life. But then he turned around and lost to Abel Ramos, and now he's in a tough task versus Jarrett Hurd. So I'm going Jarrett Hurd, man. We can speed this up.
All right, next up, I'm going Jarrett Hurd, too. We got, in my opinion, there's going to be a competitive fight. We got Stephen Fulton versus Arnold Khegai. Stephen Fulton is the IBO champion, but this is a WBO junior featherweight eliminator. Arnold Khegai, man, he's a tough fighter. He's gritty. Got a lot of dog in him, you know what I'm saying? So it should make for a very entertaining, action-packed fight. It's a lower weight class. Last time we seen Fulton in the ring, he did get a stoppage. So should be a very, very competitive fight. It's not going to be easy at all for Fulton. So if he goes out there and does a job on Khegai, I'm going to be very, very impressed. I think this fight is maybe still the show and possibly be fight of the night on the other card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never heard of Khegai. You know him?
Yeah, I seen him fight on Showbox like 2 or 3 times. Maybe 2 times. Yeah,
2 or 3. Wow. I'm trying to Google his face.
Yeah, I think we might have a. I think it might be a little something, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the little bed knives on this fight, cause Khegai gonna come to fight, bro. He ain't coming to lay down. I'm telling you that right now. He ain't
this
coming to
that
lay
Ukrainian dude, but he's a police officer though, right?
That I know he ain't speak no English, so I just fast forwarded through like the press conference when he was speaking.
Let me see if he fought at the Barclays ever. Nope. This ain't him then. 2300 Arena. Well. Let me see what Adam Lopez is this he beat. Texas Adam Lopez. Yup, Texas Adam Lopez. San Antonio. Okay, that's a good win. He fighting Fulton, but Fulton got a lot of undefeated scalps on his resume.
Yeah, he does. Got a good one in
Jorge Diaz. Let me see if this is Jorge Diaz from New Jersey. Yup, he beat Jorge Diaz. Okay.
But Stephen looked ready though. I mean, he looked confident in the press conference. He was like, "Shit, we know what they coming to do. We know their game plan. They want to rough me up, but I get down and dirty too." You know what I'm saying? So.
We'll see. I mean, you know, Stephen Fulton's a guy we've obviously had on this show numerous times, so it would be good to see him get that win. He holds wins over a bunch of people: Adam Lopez, Josh Greer, couple others, man, that are out here doing their thing. So interesting to see. I'm going Stephen though.
Yeah, I'm going Khegai.
Really? You should go on upset. Wow.
I'm going upset alert. Khegai should. I think he should pull out this victory.
So you going to the Steven Torres?
Yeah, that's just something that I put on here, man. Heavyweight, you know what I'm saying? Clash. I really don't know him, but they heavyweight, so I figure I'd give him a little shine. Steven Torres versus Dakota Witkopf, 4-round heavyweight fight. And also we got the return of Lorenzo Simpson versus Antonio Louis Hernandez, 6-round super middleweight fight. I'm excited to see Truck back in the ring, man. Last time I think we seen him on the zone, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he just, you know what I'm saying, gets his fights where he can. But he's a very impressive and up and coming guy at 168. He got a lot of power, got a lot of moxie, got a lot of swag to his game. So I'm excited to see him back this weekend. Hopefully Showtime airs that on their Showtime YouTube page so we all can see Lorenzo back in action. I think that'll be the perfect fight leading into the maiden event. So I think Truck gonna have a good showing.
Yeah, that stable's in action, man. I told you that Malik Hawkins is back in action next month, and he's going to be taking on the Bounty Hunter's brother, Keith Hunter. We got Keith scheduled for. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get him for next Friday, or maybe this Friday.
I think he said something like Friday night on the calendar. I'm not sure what Friday. I think it's next Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I think it said the 29th, something like that. But let's see. Here we go. Number 2 on the docket. Eddie Hearn says AJ has received a huge site offer to stage the Wilder/Fury winner in Saudi Arabia. What do you think it was? You know what I'm saying? You figure it's $40 million for for Andy and AJ, and he said like these are his words, like it won't be an offer anymore. It won't be an offer. It'll be a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like these are my words, Eddie words. So, how much do you think if the site fee was?
I mean, look, bro. They gotta give AJ more than the 40, right? He gave him 40 to fight Ruiz. They understand the level of danger. So how much is that danger worth? Is it another 20 or is it double? Is it another 40? And if it's another 40, then that means what? They got to throw 160 that way? I don't know, bro. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to like guess. I'm going off of what Eddie said. That Eddie said they willing to pay double, triple what the fight was worth. So I'm thinking 200, 300.
I don't know if they coming out the pocket for 200 to 300 million now. I'm looking at the site fee maybe around the range of, you know what I'm saying, you give both guys maybe 30, 40 million each, you know what I'm saying, and then you can recoup from all the international TV, the UK pay-per-view buys and the American pay-per-view buys and things like that. I think this fight has grown into possibly like a $300 to $400 million fight, just based off of the popularity around both of these guys right now.
Well, I'm with you. I'm not saying the Saudis are putting up the whole 3. I'm saying all the total revenue, like for the purses, you know, will probably be 2 or 3, because you figure they gave AJ 40 just for site fee, and the level of risk wasn't there, and they gotta equally give Wilder now. Like you said, he said the words partnership, so. You know, I just don't see, if you only pay 40 to get AJ there versus Ruiz, how do you expect to pay that again in the biggest fight of the decade? Like, that fight is, and then you got to remember, you said recouping from TV. Well, that money goes to Eddie, because Eddie gets a cut from the TV, and that's why I'm saying, like, maybe Saudi only gives up like 150 or 120 to get them there, but 40 is what they paid last time for one guy for a fight that they knew he was going to win. This is the fight that people want. This is really how to get the world's attention if you stage this fight. So 40 is just not going to cut it. Maybe 120, 150, and then Eddie and Al come up with the other 150. You know what I'm saying? And however that is, sponsorships, you know, endorsements, TV rights, all that stuff.
I mean, I totally agree. I think that 120 to 150 range from Saudi Arabia probably is very, very accurate. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 3 times more means in the range of $100 million plus for that site fee. And like you said, yeah, the TVs and the contracts like that, those can be worked out between Al and Eddie. But I'm like, the way Eddie was talking, like, everything will be split down the middle. You know what I'm saying? American pay-per-view and England pay-per-view. Now that's like the main issue with me. Like, I'm looking at it like from a standpoint, if you do it in Saudi, like, how much is that American pay-per-view? Like, is that enough money that Saudi is giving you for you guys to possibly take a hit? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if you put it on during the daytime, 5 o'clock, like they've been doing, you try and do that like for American pay-per-view, you might have to put the price point down maybe a little bit to entice people to buy, because a lot of people might not be home at 5 o'clock on a Saturday. They might be at the mall or shopping or out with the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, boxing Saturday night is pretty much like how it's like traditionally done. So putting it on at 5 o'clock could be an issue.
I think that's where you're wrong, simply because AJ Ruiz numbers were record-breaking in the UK, and they were, you know, record-breaking for DAZN in the US. So I don't think the time affected it. I watched it. You watched it. The people you know watched it. So, you know, like, you know, your friends watched it. They came up to you. So I think when the fight is big enough, the time don't matter. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that point, but $20 versus $75, and I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I think the zone with their with what happened with the first fight. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of intrigue. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's going to be more intrigue in the second fight with Ruiz than with Wilder, because we all know like that's something that we all want and we all been waiting on. So I can see your point, man. I'm not saying that pay-per-views will like do horrible, but just, you know what I'm saying, like based off, I guess, just the timing, man. Like I don't know how many people are gonna be so excited about buying a pay-per-view at 5:00.
I mean, maybe they could just do a big card, you know what I mean? If they really can do a partnership, you know, Eddie likes to put on a lot of people. You know,
right.
Heyman likes to put on a lot of people. You know, do a really big card that drags out and the main event comes on late over here is the best I can think of on short notice.
Now, let me ask you this. Does this get Wilder's team attention?
I mean, not definitely not an interview on IFL. You know,
Okay. Of course not.
The same way he said in that very same interview that Pulev's people came to him and said, "Look, we got a good offer from Turkey." He said, "Fine, go explore it, bring it back to me, let me see the numbers. I'm gonna go do the same." That's what they need to do now. They need to send something for Shelley, Wilder, and Al to explore, to see. You know, just saying in videos that people are willing to pay big money. I mean, we all knew someone was going to pay big money.
And what's odd about that Pulev situation is like Eddie said that Istanbul or whatever who want to stage the Pulev fight could be more money than staging it in the UK, but they still want to stage it in the UK though. I mean, and he said it might Pulev might not get the fight. And I'm thinking like, is that a sign that AJ might drop the belt? Cause like,
I mean, he's been physically saying those words that AJ might drop the belt, but I think that's just him. Yo, Eddie's just good at what he's doing.
Yeah, very good at it. The way he was talking,
I don't think they're gonna, bro. They didn't just go through hell to get them belts back all of a sudden to vacate one.
It seemed like they're gonna be vacating one anyway, cause Chisora and the way, I mean, what I don't know, I got it right here on the list, man, cause what he's talking on that motherfucker, that fight is pretty much.
Bruh, in that video with Coogan, he clearly said that Chisora is happy to get the Usyk is happy to get the Chisora fight, and he's promised the AJ fight later in his contract. So again, that the two don't have nothing to do with each other, and by the two I mean you assuming that Chisora and this kid Usyk are gonna fight for a belt that AJ is allegedly gonna vacate, and saying that Eddie confirmed that he didn't. He said the exact opposite. He said you know this guy will still get his shot at AJ, but first he gonna go through Usyk. I mean through Chisora.
I'm just going off based on what we be hearing, but if he says that there's no belt, well, he didn't say it's no belt, but he said the fight is pretty much in place March 28th at the O2. Deal is in place. I guess both sides just gotta accept it.
Man, shout out to fucking Chisora, man.
Man,
you know I learned a lot of people don't you know they give him shit and shit.
Steven Espinoza.
But bro, I mean, dude, to be doing it at this level for so long, credit, man. Cause look, Rosado.
Not only that, nigga, just that building yourself back up time after time.
Rosado got that Jay-Z mentality, and by that I mean, you know, you stand the test of time. You know, fighters come, fighters go. Rosado's still there. Chisora's still there. The difference is Chisora getting paid to still be there. Rosado, you know.
What he tell you?
What you mean?
Rosado, I'm retired, bro.
Nah, he was playing, bro. Though. He was playing.
I know. He's funny, man. I like Gabe, man. Like he's done grown on me over the years. You know what I'm saying? First, I really I don't want to say I didn't have a respect for him because that's the wrong word, but I just thought that, you know what I'm saying, he was a opponent. But Gabe, you know what I'm saying, just got perseverance, man. Like even though like things don't go his way, like all the time, he's still here, he still shows up, and he still comes to fucking fight every fight. It ain't like he laying down for nobody.
I mean, he ain't got a bad life, bruh. I mean, think about it. Like in retrospect, right? Because these trolls, they only know how to troll your last fight.
What's his record again? Yes, and I only say that to say
I don't even know.
He got that record and been in Creed, my nigga. He in Creed.
I don't even know, but my man started in Philly, in the slums, working at Home Depot. Lost to Angulo on Friday night ESPN fights. You know them budgets on there was retarded. Then somehow he built himself up, got a network deal with NBC, put himself in the number one position at the 54-pound division, and then opted out of that 54-pound shot. He could have fought K9 Bundridge before Jamal Charlo. But Gennady came calling, and he dared to be great, and he moved up 6 pounds to 160, got battered by Gennady, rebuilt again. Able to cross the country, relocate, buy a home in motherfucking Cali, got his own gym in Cali, holding classes out in Cali, end up doing the movie with Rocky, Creed, and he did Expendables, right?
Was he in Expendables too?
I thought him and Victor did Expendables together. Am I wrong?
Victor was in there for sure.
Well, he got one movie deal, and listen, got treated well in the wife department as well. So he doing good, man. And he's still getting these fights out here, Got his own little business going outside of the boxing. That's a very, very custom gym in Cali. Living that life, man. Whenever you can get out the cold, do what you love, have a family, beautiful wife. I mean, you good. And he's still out here running down on Jacobs.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Look at it like that, man. Yeah, he done had a pretty successful life, you know what I'm saying? Like, very, 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 very successful. But yeah, man, pretty much it on AJ and Wilder Fury. Still got to see what happens with the rematch between those guys. If Fury wants to rematch, or God forbid, and something crazy happened, Wilder got in both the rematch. So we'll see how that plays out between those two guys, and see if this right here entices a meeting with John Skipper, or a meeting with Al Heyman, or a meeting with Shelly Finkel and Eddie Hearn. All we want as fans is just guys to put your best foot forward. Have a meeting, put everything out on the table, and let everybody know.
Yeah, well, that's what's going to have to happen, because remember, Saudi could only offer a site fee. Skipper still got to pay for the fight. Unless they're going to do Saudi site fee, highest bidder on the fight, meaning DAZN put an offer to stream it, Showtime, Fox, and even let ESPN bid for that mug, Joe.
Yeah, you let ESPN bid for that motherfucker. Everybody bid for it. Wilder, a free agent, he fight the fight. AJ the same way. These guys not tied down at all. Like, let these guys get the most money possible. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, according to Eddie, that was the whole reason he never got AJ tied down to a DAZN long-term deal, is to be able to do this when the time came for the big fight. So, we'll see, man. Look, I kind of like
off like recent Fox fights. I would prefer it to be on Fox.
I'm gonna be honest, man. After listening to JD's, I guess that's biased, because that's Wilder's trainer, but I'm on that tip now, man. It's like, homeboy just out here trying to stay attached to this fight, really. Like, bruh, he ain't stopped talking. First he wanted to help sparring, then he watching tape on Wilder, then he talking about I'm not going, then I am going to help.
Then I'm pulling for Fury. Just came out a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying?
Now I got the big offer. I'm going to entice him. It's going to be a curveball. Now it's the Saudis. I mean,
that's what you do, though.
You pulling that strings for real, trying to get this dude attention.
Eddie said it perfectly, man. We almost lost it last year, man. I might have been a little bit too arrogant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard that interview, man.
I'm just like, they trying to get it, man. Like, they don't want to, like.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. They trying to get it, and it's cool. We all get that. We all want the fight. But you got to remember now, man. You got to remember, tables turn now. So what you did to someone, they waiting to do it to you now.
But man, you got to be the bigger person, man. When like Michelle Obama say, when they go low, we go high. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta,
bro.
like,
The
look,
Bible
man,
say turn the other cheek. Don't mean we do that.
You right, motherfucker. But at the same time, when you turn the other cheek, you ain't looking at $100 million, is you?
I'm just saying.
Are you?
Listen, you know that 100 gonna be there though. They could come.
Though. AJ
they
could
come.
get knocked out.
Listen.
If they fuck around and do,
bro, he got knocked out. He got knocked out. He got knocked out. Like, what you mean? He got knocked out. That shit didn't even matter. They made that shit go away real quick.
He came back, man, and conquered. You know what I'm saying? The person who knocked him out. It's a good
I
comeback.
mean, I don't know about conquering, man. I don't know about all that. You being extra generous with, your
he worked
assessment.
1-2.
Nah, boxed 12 rounds and ran. Don't respect that.
Man, that's your favorite soundbite now, man. Look, man. I'm not saying that the fight will lose a lot of. Man, look, I'm not fucking. I am saying that if AJ fucking around and get knocked out again, man, it ain't gonna be that same mystique. Like you can't say, oh, I had another bad night at the office. Can't do that, man. You entitled to one bad night at the office. We only ask you to fucking fight twice a year, so you only in the office 2 times. You can't have another bad night. You got to come out there against Pulev, knock his ass out. Come Usyk, knock his ass out. And if you do that, people gonna forget about Andy. Like, oh, he lost, man. He was just fucked up at night, man. He probably partied in Miami or something. You know what I'm saying? He had an anxiety attack, whatever he had. People gonna sweep it under the rug and really think that he got a chance against Wilder.
He got that American pussy attack. That's what happened. He was out in Miami and lived, partying it up.
I'm telling y'all, that's what happened, bro. Down in Miami, not taking this dude. I'll fight Andy. He said, Parker beat him. I'm gonna beat him too. We went up there and like, oh shit, it's different tonight. It's very, very different. But yeah, then number 3, Andy Ruiz has received an offer to fight Dillian Whyte in America due to the DAZN being interested. Should he accept it? And if he does, where should the fight be located at? I guess you were right. Look, I mean,
I said that. Where the A side? Where the A side?
Give me my crow.
No crow necessary, man. Tundi telling you who the A side is good enough for me.
Yeah, man, because if that shows a lot of drawing an interest from the zone. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, they feel like Andy can bring in more subs and bring in more money.
They don't feel, dog. They got the numbers. They deal with numbers. They deal with analytics. They seen what Andy do. They know what the Mexican community does. They just paid Chavez to be a buffoon over there and still get subs, bro. They don't care. They gave my man a 2-fight deal. Like, bro, just come on. Come in the clown car next fight.
I was wrong because when you look at it, man, take a step back and like be unbiased. The A side is where the money is going to be generated the most at, right? You know what I'm saying? Or the A side is drawing power. Last 2 fights with AJ, Andy done made a big name for himself. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of he got videos dropping with Dank TV or what it's called, Dank something.
Dank City.
Yeah, the Dank City. The life of Andy Ruiz. He in this Mercedes looking all nice and got his chain. I mean, Andy, it's a whole new Andy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he's a Fashion Nova partner now.
Absolutely, he Fashion Nova something.
And look, just for context, even Fury just got put on, and Fury didn't have the level of this fight. Fury said in
Fashion Nova.
Fury ain't Fashion Nova, but he just started getting sponsors. He just said it in that interview with Umar, IFL, in Vegas, in the Top Rank gym. And he's like, man, it's great. It's crazy. You see those tracksuits? I had to pay however many pounds for those tracksuits for the whole team. Now, everybody's throwing me shit. So shout out to this one, shout out to that. You know what I mean? So that's Fury just for getting a Top Rank deal come to America. Andy Ruiz got 2 back-to-back fights with AJ. Bruh, you see him now. He taking pictures like this. He think what's my man name?
John Cena.
Yeah, bruh. He talking about Fashion Nova partner covering his face. I'm like, stop, bruh.
He's showing the ring off, baby.
Yo,
he's showing that ring off, baby. Bro, think about it, man. Man went from 60,000 people following on Instagram to like a 1.5 million now, possibly even 2.
Bruh, my man, listen. He might never box again. He on his Instagram.
Nah, he boxing again.
Bruh, he on his Instagram selling boxing gloves, like jewelry, talking about what y'all think about this. Y'all like it? Swipe up. I'm like, what? My man, yo, he got his Instagram working, trying to make money around the clock. That's why he don't answer my messages no more, because I don't even think it's his no more.
That's
he
what
got
Ryan
somebody
Garcia
else
said.
selling.
I get paid to post on IG. You know what I'm saying?
What you think Fashion Nova partner is, dog? They send him the clothes and they pay him the check, and he got to take pictures of that shit. And that's what he doing right now with this little weird sheepskin jacket he got on. Hot as hell in Cali. He got a sheepskin jacket.
It could be cold, man. He could be in the mountains somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But
it is. Isn't it a little bit chilly where his mansion at?
I just know it get chilly at nighttime in Cali. That's what they always say. Because of the ocean or whatever.
Yo, but let's attack the elephant in the room, though.
The elephant in the room?
Yeah, I see all type of headlines like, oh, Al Heyman makes Andy get rid of
Now, I seen those headlines too, so I wanted to be very, very accurate. So I went and read the article on ESPN. Now, what Steve Kim wrote in the article was a quote from Andy's dad, that he got a call from Al Heyman, and who was his advisor, and pretty much advised them that they should go separate ways because he don't want what happened in the last
to
fight
happen again. And listen, and Al is only doing his job because, yo, we already bet on you. We let you do it your way. You have 4 belts, motherfucker. You fucked up. Let's be real. Bro, I bought you.
But your advisor making the final decision on who trains you?
Listen to me.
Listen to me. With me and my trainer,
This is an investment, okay? And I invested over 800 and something thousand to buy you out your top rank. Listen to me.
You ain't made your money back.
You don't know that, Mike. You don't know that. Remember, the first check was a rumor like 3-4 mil, and Al got more rumors of being nice than being bad. So maybe he like, yo, I know you've been missing the mortgages. I know you ain't had this yet. Do you? We see you on the next one because you got the rematch. We see you on. You ain't going nowhere. Come on, Mike. You don't know. We don't know what's going on. We don't know. All I do know is that he making that bread right now. Everything you look at on his Instagram, he's selling. So I don't know, man. Is he gonna fight? I don't know. But Al is within his right to be like, yo, let's switch it up. Because if you ain't listening to him, why are we keeping him there? It's the trainer's job. Listen, some trainers don't want to be that trainer. Some trainers don't want to be the babysitter. They don't want to be the Timothy Bradley's dad. They don't want to be yelling at you. But some guys need that. Some guys need that. You know, some guys need to be motivated. They need somebody right there running the mouths with them, you know, yelling, whistling, whatever the case may be. And that's probably what Andy need, but he stopped listening. When you got Manny Robles in interviews saying he stopped listening to me, of course Al gonna say cut him. Especially, that's another reason too. Why you out there saying that? Keep your dirty laundry to yourself. You know, if they ask you what happened in camp, say, man, we had it. I don't know, man. We got to Saudi Arabia and he just ballooned in weight. Like, don't start letting out dirty laundry. Nah, man, he wasn't showing up to camp, man. He didn't really want to work. What? Yo, you saying too much, dog. That's why he got cut. Let's not act like, oh, poor Manny. Shut your mouth. If I'm on your team, what you talking for? You acting like we ain't about to get another fight. Well, now you on the outside, ain't you? Because Dillian Whyte seemed like a big-ass fight.
But you acting like Manny opened that door.
Manny did. He wanted to clear his name. He wanted to make sure the blame didn't fall on him.
Let me finish, man. You went on your rant. Andy, after the fight, said he didn't train. Look to his father and apologize. Look to Manny Robles and apologize. That opened that door. So when Manny do interviews now, people are going to ask them what happened in training because of the apology from Andy. And so you want a guy to lie and not be truthful?
Bruh.
I'll give you the understanding.
Are you my brother's keeper? That's all.
Manny said from the jump after the fight, he felt it coming on. He felt like he was going to be the scapegoat. He didn't say scapegoat, but pretty much paraphrasing. He felt like he was going to be the scapegoat, the guy who got let go.
And he said it wasn't the first time and it won't be the last. I read the same article, champ. It don't matter. The point is, if you don't air out the dirty laundry, you could probably last longer. But I'm going to give you an exact opposite situation with Andre Rozier. You know, that relationship severed. Sometimes it's just about money, bruh. Sometimes it's just about money. You got to think, when Andy got with Manny, he ain't had no big fights on the horizon. So maybe he went into a relationship with Manny talking about, yo, take 20%. Hypothetically, yo, take 20%. I ain't got no money right now. I ain't been paying my mortgage. Just fuck with me. I'll just pay I'ma be there. Believe in me. And Manny like, yeah. Now, boop, we get the shot. And it's like, yo, Fashion Nova partner. Yo, that's how they do. They get the big deal and then they gone. I'm trying to teach y'all, man. Get a promoter contract with these fighters. Not no motherfucking manager. Not no motherfucking trainer, because they cutting you loose.
I'm just my last point. If the story is accurate, and I just don't like for a person. I know Al been in the business a long time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to change up, but I don't like, you know what I'm saying, an advisor advising a trainer for a trainer to be let go. I can see if it was you advise me on business, advise me on investments, advise me on the business of boxing. But as far as my trainer and the bond that I got with him and the relationship that I got with him, Andy should have been like, man, it wasn't his fault. I took the blame for it. It was my fault. Manny got me to that point. Manny got me a knockout against Dermatrenko and a back-to-back knockout.
We also got to remember, Mike, that we could just be assuming. Like, we don't know that Al told him.
I said if the story was always accurate. I started my argument for with that statement.
Because I'm with you. I think it's a bold move by Heyman, if that were true. But I also feel like within you're right, man. Because, like, bro, how you going to come? Like, someone has to be held accountable. He can't fire Andy. So he got to hurt him. He got to show him that you can't just live reckless like this. People depending on you, and it ain't just your family. Like, bro, he dropped the ball. Like, he dropped the ball, you know what I mean? And somebody got paid.
What do you think Andy should turn now? I mean, what training do you think Andy should get with?
Bruh, man, I know. Let me just double check that, because we did communicate.
Did you get a solid yay or nay about working with Andy?
Nah, I didn't. But I don't think that he is, to be honest with you. But that's what he needs. He needs to get with a big-time strength and conditioning coach. Larry Wade, who deals with Caleb Plant and Luis Ortiz and Sean Porter. He could get with Memo Heredia, who deals with Urgas and Marquez. He could get with Ariza.
What about Reynoso?
I mean, Reynoso's a trainer, though. I'm talking about strength and he need a strength and conditioning coach in his life.
His trainer, man. Whatever Canelo doing down there, all those guys look in shape. Robert Garcia, another good name.
I hear you.
Great name.
I hear you, but those are great names with no heavyweight work.
Yeah, they ain't got heavyweight work, but
that's expensive to fly and work every day.
Track record, though, man. Like if you got a proven track record in boxing. Boxing is boxing.
Yeah, but Mike, you don't think that some of that proven track record comes from the people that you're working with in the gym? Think about the people that Ramirez is in there sparring with on a daily basis, punching the bag with, running side by side. It ain't the same for Andy. He's a heavyweight.
I got you.
You could only
want to find him a heavyweight camp.
Yeah, you could only get like as good as your counterparts, and if dudes is in there flyweights, like how that's gonna help Andy?
But if you done made the money in, man, you can bring motherfuckers in.
You right. But now you paying for a whole camp. And that's okay at this level. But, you know, you also asking him to drive to Riverside every day. It's far, man. I'm telling you, these dudes get comfortable. Bro, Fashion Nova partner, man. Look at the guts. What's that? Motherfucking China, orange guts. What he got in there? I'm telling you. He got the range sitting on like 30s, bro. Like, man, look, it's going to take a lot. You see, listen, bro, they sent him a 7-figure offer. It ain't move him. Now they interested because they sent him a revised offer in America. He might just be. He might just and look at his posts. He either I'm telling you, he's either not the one posting anymore, right? And he's got professionals doing it, or like life changed for him, even in the way that he talks, right? Because it's like he ain't even
quotes now. You know
it's quotes now. That I'm so glad. I'm so glad you peeped that. Yo, it's quotes now. It's like, yo, the young destroyer. You know, showing pictures of when he was like the young destroyer. Like, yo, who's on this ride with me back to the belts? Like, it's a different swag is what I'm saying. And with that comes a different purse, man. Comes a different purse, man. He in a different tax bracket now. He got a mansion, bro.
Yeah, man, living the life, man. Living the life.
I hope they tie him down, though. I want to see him in the fight. I like the Dillian Whyte fight, but it's like
should Andy just like be like, Al, man, look, man, let me go here to the zone, bro. Like you advised motherfucking
what for?
Jacobs.
What for? I mean, obviously he getting offers regardless. He ain't gotta go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, all he gotta do is make sure the offer's right. My thing, I really want that Dillian Whyte fight, but I don't like that Andy has turned into this guy that you got to roll your dice on. Like, you don't. What Andy am I getting? Who's gonna show up to the Dillian Whyte fight? Which version? You know, and that's what I don't like.
Training them. That's the question.
Dog, but bruh, he's rich now. No, Mike, you're not listening. He rich now. At this level, he gonna get anybody he want. You see, he fucking Dominic Brazil got Virgil Hunter. If he could get Virgil Hunter. And he ain't never, come on. He ain't, it ain't happened for him.
Go back to Freddie?
Maybe he does. High profile, a lot of articles gonna get written. Oh, they reunite. But he can also shake things up. You never know, man. You know, Tyson Fury invited him to train.
Who I think would be a great heavyweight trainer?
Who?
Derrick James. The style that he has Errol Spence fighting, that calculated, you know what I'm saying, movement and calculated shots. I think that kind of style translates great for heavyweights.
Listen, anybody could be a heavyweight trainer, man. You just got to get that heavyweight work. You know, you either going to have to tap into your amateur system and get some brave amateurs in there, you know, or you're going to have to fly in work. You're going to have to fly in work, man. And that gets expensive, man. Think about it, bro. Tyson got like 6 people and Wilder got like 7 in the camp right now.
7 trainers?
Sparring partners.
Oh, okay.
And let's just go with the industry minimum of $1,000 a week. Man, that's a lot of money, bro.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of money. And you got to be switching them. And you talking about throughout your career because it's a heavyweight. You know what I mean?
We got some great super chats right quick. Big Super Max coming 1-1. Andy, any shot Andy goes to RGBA or Reynoso? I just asked that. Nesto, he thinks they need heavyweights to be in that camp to get the heavyweight
Not that
work.
they need heavyweight. It's just, I don't know, man. I guess it don't matter, bro, because, you know, there are no, I can't think of any, outside of Peter Fury having Huey and Tyson at the same time. Wilder doesn't have another heavyweight that trains in his stable. He's got another cruiserweight. Well, Robert Alfonso kind of,
Alfonso, he's the heavyweight.
Kind of there a lot, but he don't, you know, it ain't the same. He's not a gym guy. He's not a stable mate. So I guess maybe that's a false statement. You just got to be able to get the work, man. You got to be able to get the work. If not, your heavyweight's going to be sparring little guys, not really being tested.
Stop power punching.
Yeah.
You got one coming in from Alexander Wilson. Jose Ramirez and Victor Postal just got canceled because of a virus outbreak in China, according to Chopper.
I seen that.
I got that tweet that I just.
Oh my God! Somebody super chatted talking about Teddy Atlas rumored to be a stranger. I hope not, for real. Even though that's might be what he needs, someone yelling in his face, bro.
Yeah,
sometimes you need that.
Jose Ramirez, Victor Postal scheduled for February 1st in China. ESPN has been canceled. Sources tell the Athletic. Ramirez was scheduled to defend his 140-pound title. There's currently an outbreak of coronavirus. That's what it say. Coronavirus in China, a pending health crisis. Wow, so that's crazy. Super chat coming in from Big Super Mix. Here's a curveball. Andy brings in Ben Davison.
Yeah, hey, he helped Tyson get the weight off.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, Ben is in Dubai right now, and Ben is stationed in the UK. He's got fighters out there. He still works with Billy Joe. So that's gonna be tough for Andy to pull off. Andy's not gonna leave his family. The first thing, in that first fight, we know that that's what he's big on.
Ben used to be in LA quite a bit though, didn't he?
Look, if you don't have a lot of fighters, you can put away 10 weeks, but 10 weeks is still 2 months and a half.
Yeah.
That's a lot when you got a family. So that means either Andy or Andy and Ben will have to relocate. Maybe Ben says, let's do it in Miami, and Miami for the Heat or Vegas. So I don't know, but that would be a shakeup for sure.
That'd be a curveball.
It would get Andy so much press. That would be a nice shakeup.
So much UK press too. Oh man.
Well, international, because I think Americans will run with it, but the UK people would be overly delighted.
I think the UK will take it over the top.
They would be super excited.
America,
about that.
you get your boxing scene, you get your ESPN boxing.
I like that one too, Joseph. Joel Diaz. He is that style that Andy is too. Joel Diaz used to train Timothy Bradley, used to train Lucas Matisse. He just trained somebody to a win. Didn't he have Alejandra? He had Alejandra.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. So
she lost a lot of weight too. So that's if he helped doing that, then that's good.
Well, I think she did that on her own. In Mexico.
We got a super chat coming in from Alexander Wilson. Alice is rumored to be trying to give him his credit for super chatting. And one last one from Andre Diakonu. Goodson, he right down the street in LA. The announcer, Goodson, that trained Amir Khan and John Molina. Think he'll be a good fit?
Nah, man.
Me either.
I never liked Goodson. He says the right things, but he don't get the wins.
He say the right things, but he don't give the right instructions. Like he'll get motivator, shit like that. Let me see what we got on the docket, man. He had some interviews, but I guess you know what I'm saying. Show business. Notes. Tyson Fury adds Stitch Duran to his team. You know what I'm saying? He went and got the best cut man in the business, didn't he? If that shit get cut, you know what I'm saying? This fight. Ain't no more pushing this shit. Like, my man last fight, man, he was mashing the shit out of Fury Eye. You know what I'm saying? So Goodson, not Goodson, but Stitch Duran, that's a good person to have in your corner, just in case, you know what I'm saying, that eye does reopen.
It's so funny. They gave Tyson Fury's cut man, Javier Capetillo, so much praise.
Bonus.
They gave Ben Davison so much praise, and he fires both of them. He gave one a bonus. The other one is a life friend, but you know what? Both of you guys are out of here. That don't make sense.
Bob Arum came out and pretty much kind of slammed the cut man. So.
No, you forgot. Bob also, you're right, the cut man. So, isn't that pretty much in line with Heyman telling him to change?
Pretty much in line with Heyman. That's all I was going to say. That's the exact correlation I was going to make. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. Dillian Whyte, if he can't get the Andy Ruiz fight, Povetkin April 25th, deal is in place. If Andy turns down the offer, according to Eddie in the interview. Eddie said a lot of shit today. We got a super chat coming in from Casual Bass Guy. Mike, Ness, what up, though? Where Bud at? Ness right now puffing.
It ain't this week. It's next Thursday, if anything, because my message to him said we can schedule you for next week. Any day next week, Monday through Friday. This time. Thursday at this time. He was like, yeah, I could do Thursday. I'm like, I bet.
We got a super chat coming in from Jared Hater Lloyd. Where are the bum Crawford fans at? Crawford, a.k.a. Bum of the Year. Green Beans ain't no Hall of Famer. Who has bum Lord Crawford beat? Nobody. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Hey, man, son, that shit was hard back in the day.
Yo, why he go so hard?
Hey, man, sometimes your haters are your biggest supporters, and they don't know it. Let me see what we got. Oh, well, we already talked about that. Demetrius Andre. He read up, Ness. He got 4 more fights with Matchroom USA over there on the zone.
4 more, bro. I seen that.
Is he going to get a big fight? Or is he just going to collect money? What you think?
Bruh, do it matter?
It don't really.
It didn't to him. Because if it mattered to him, he wouldn't have resigned. He would have his whole grounds for not resigning would have been, bruh, you didn't do what you said.
I don't understand why these motherfuckers ain't asking Eddie like, bruh, you work with Gennady, right? He got a mandatory coming up. Andre finna fight. If you can't get Gennady versus Canelo, ain't that the most logical fight since you work with both guys so closely? Nobody asks Eddie that. Nobody. So if you're listening right now, still that question, and ask Eddie for me, please.
Yeah, man. Dog, I told you already. Well, he ain't throwing none of that tough shit at Gennady. He's saving Gennady. He want his money. He want his part of Triple G Canelo.
You're right. You forgot about that. You're right.
I'm telling you that.
That's a lot of bread right there for Eddie. He might get a bonus or something.
Yo, you ain't hear him? He said Jacobs could fight Callum Smith or Billy Joe, and Andre could fight Callum Smith or Billy Joe. Like, yo, he said we not gonna wait. He said, yo, I think Coogan said, yo, who said that Billy was a front runner? He's like, well, you know, and he was like, yeah, because Oscar said he's not a front runner. He's like, look, you know, all we could do is not piss them off and hope they give us the Willy Wonka ticket. But we're not gonna sit on our hands, you know. So Billy Joe, he's not gonna wait around. He could fight Andre. He could fight what's the other one?
Smith. Callum Smith.
Callum Smith. And who's the other guy he mentioned?
He mentioned so, man. One more guy.
And then he turned around and mentioned them same names for Andre. I was like, okay. Even though, listen, if they split them names between them, I'm good. Like if Andre get Billy Joe and Callum Smith gets, I don't know who's left.
Jacobs.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I mean?
Bring Jacobs over to
because
the UK,
obviously Jacobs Andre, it ain't gonna happen. So you know, really, it should be Jacobs Billy Joe because they at 68 and Andre and whoever I said the other dude was. Callum Smith. Oh, damn, he at 68 too. Shit. Well, there you go, man. Andre gonna have to move up, get that third division title right there. That's how you make history. You know, move up. Keep your 60-pound WBO, move up, beat up Callum Smith, take them 2 belts off him, plus the diamond, you know. But yeah, right, man, what's next?
Spike O'Sullivan says he is promised a 154 title shot from Golden Boy. So it looks like Patrick Texera could be possibly fighting Spike O'Sullivan. I still to this day do not know how this guy gets so many opportunities, man. Spike
you heard him, bro. They said he promised them. They said he's promised that shit.
Yeah. He feel like he said,
yo, you heard the news that Dervinchenko might be Charlo's mandatory?
Yeah, he moved up to number 1, the WBC. I'm like, how the fuck? I was thinking, like, how you move up to number 1 off a loss?
Bruh. Cuz he fucking with Lou and Keith Conley, man.
But nigga, off a loss, though, bro?
Lou and Keith Conley. They had somebody in Mexico. Who you had? Nobody. Huh?
Well, Canelo versus Ryota Murata, what we kind of talked about this morning, could be happening in Japan. Murata emerged as the front runner out of nowhere yesterday. So big ups to Golden Boy for looking outside the box. And we've been hearing De La Hoya say for weeks and then in months that Canelo could be possibly fighting overseas. We all thought about the Saudi Arabia, possibly the UK, but it seems like it could be over in Japan, getting some of that Japanese yen. You feel me?
Yo, I get why WBC did what they did, bruh. January 21st. January 21st, they made Derevyanchenko number 1. But think about it. Who the fuck deserves it more? Maybe Liam Williams could argue. And not really, because Liam Williams' biggest win is Alantez Fox. And he got 2 losses, just like Derevyanchenko. But then again, Derevyanchenko's biggest win is who? Jack Coolclay, and he got 2 losses. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no one in them rankings, bruh. Listen. Sergey Derevyanchenko's number 1. Jaime Munguia's number 2. Jaime, Golden Boy about to swerve him. He not staying there. He going the WBO route. Because he number 1 in the WBO, number 2 in the WBC. But he's Mexican, so at some point he's going to want that belt. That's prideful for them. Camille Sedimentas number 3. He about to get dropped off once he get beat up by Gennady.
Speaking of that fight, we got that on the docket too. Gennady Golovkin versus Camille Sedimenta may take place in Kazakhstan on April 11th. But the USA is still an option. Man, we've been hearing about Gennady supposed to be fighting in Kazakhstan for forever. I think he fought over there early on, but not since he's been
all his life, bro. He been supposed to fight over there.
You know what I'm saying? Also, Alexander Usyk, which I already said that, so we ain't got to say it again. Chris Eubank Jr., man, my guy, man, house got burglarized, man.
Bro, I seen that, yo.
Shit, man.
Stole hella Louis Vuittons from him.
You know what I'm saying? But he got that CCTV for their ass, though, so hopefully that shit is like HD, you know what I'm saying, so they can see they fucking sweat. Hit the flow.
I mean, them videos he posted, they ain't look like you gonna be able to tell shit. Them dudes was masked up. They had mask, hoodies, hats, gloves. I'm like, damn.
Hey, you don't know who the fuck them niggas, bro. Like, I hope he had home insurance or something.
Then he gonna say, I know you follow me on Instagram, and gonna show them a $100,000 watch. Like, bro, would you ask him to come back?
I'm trying to tell you.
When they see you in camp in Vegas, they gonna be like, let me go get that watch.
Yeah, camp, huh? Okay. he want IG hitting the bag. Okay.
Bruh, but how you got $100,000 watch in your coat and you ain't got an alarm? You telling me somebody could bust your
alarm though? He said like the alarm people came out because something was wrong with it, and I guess they didn't say. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but he was talking about it. He was going on a tangent.
Bruh, they bust your back door window out. First of all, that was a double pane glass at that, man. Come on, bro. That shit's supposed to have an alarm at that level.
Yeah, man. Especially you got a house like that. I'm fucking nice. We got a super chat coming in from Alexander Wilson. Hearn was talking about Joe Gallagher not upsetting Canelo because they won't fight him, and he was talked about Saunders and Callum fighting this year.
Bruh, he talking about anybody upsetting Canelo. You know, you just sit back and wait. You heard him. Stop misinterpreting. You heard him. You want the Willy Wonka ticket, you sit back and wait so you don't get took out the runnings.
Doug, hope that motherfucker say goose on your ass. Know what I'm saying? So he can pick you. We got one coming from
And he
Killer.
said it in that video that he think Murata the front runner anyway at this point.
Man, absolutely, man. If that news came out, bro, they wanted it to come out to see how people would receive it. Murata gonna get the fight. Trust me, it's gonna be international. It's probably gonna be a fucking extravaganza over there or some shit. We got a good one coming in from the Killer 1911. Mike Ennis, what a success! Thanks, guys. God bless. Thank you, man. We appreciate the kind words, bro. Dynamic duo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Let me see what we got. Damn, I ain't know my guy was fighting, bro. They just threw my guy on some cards.
Who?
The Zone. I get to him next. The Zone tonight. Jason Quigley versus Fernando Moran, 10-round middleweight fight.
Bro,
January 25th.
Jason Quigley has been getting destroyed recently, bro. I hope that he at least could get this win without getting punched on.
Going down in Minnesota this weekend. Caleb Truex will fight David Bazajimov.
This weekend?
Yes.
This weekend, Saturday?
That's what I said. 25th, that's what I said.
No, Caleb is fighting in February, brother.
Caleb Truax?
Oh, Truax.
Yeah, not Caleb Plant.
I'm
I
like,
know
what
Caleb
the
Plant
hell?
fight. Yeah, I'm like, damn, PBC ain't putting my man fight on in Minnesota, but I guess not.
Where he fighting at?
Minnesota.
Whose card is it?
Bro, it said Minnesota.
He got dropped. He got dropped.
I don't know what happened. Eh?
They
I get
cut
to
him.
ESPN, I'm like, damn, ain't no Showtime behind it, ain't no Fox, ain't no FS1,
He got
ain't
cut.
nothing behind it. They just say Minnesota.
Damn, yo. Boxing is
Oscar
cruel.
Rivas closing in on a multi-fight deal with who? Top Rank, man. Top Rank bumping their stable up, man.
Yeah.
They getting chunky over there, man.
Only people not signing nobody is Al, right?
I know,
That
right?
shit aggravating.
He ain't signed not a damn heavyweight ever.
Nothing new. A
I'm saying guys
Jogba.
get
He
signed
like, oh, you want to look forward to something? We'll look forward to a Jogba.
I think Al just wait like every 4 years to the Olympics. Like, I'm gonna just grab the guys out the Olympics. We ain't really signing no. No, I'll take that back. He signed Andrew. No, never mind. He ain't signed Andrew. He signed with Top Rank. My bad. Hooker versus Progress likely for April, according to Eddie Hearn. Now he said this fight could possibly be the main event if they do not get the Logan Paul versus AB, because AB got the, you know what I'm saying, the legal and personal issues going on. Hopefully AB can get all that shit. Not Adrian Broner, but Antonio Brown can get all that shit, you know what I'm saying, fixed. But if they don't, and they can't make the Antonio Brown and Logan Paul for April 25th, then Maurice Hooker and Regis Prograis will be the main event. He says he's been talking to Lou DiBella, and it seemed like everything is a go. Just waiting on the official statement or official press release.
Yeah,
it's a good fight though.
I seen Hooker say like, "Yo, if they offer me that, I'm taking it. I'm shocking
Make it look
y'all."
easy, something like that. Yeah, Jake Paul and Anderson Gill.
I actually want to see that Antonio Brown fight. I don't even know that dude, honestly. I don't know that dude, but I think he made one video claiming that like he wanted to fight Wilder. So
that's Brandon Marshall. I told you that shit last time.
Oh.
Antonio Brown's a whole nother dude. He's like 5'10", 5'11".
Damn, that dude with all the muscles, he look big, bruh.
Nah, he ain't that big. He a football player.
No wonder Logan Paul I still want to see it, yo. I still want to see it. I believe in Logan Paul, bum ass. I think he could do it.
Logan Paul gonna get fucked up.
I can't believe he ain't beat KSI, but I picked KSI. But I mean, I thought that Logan.
No, you didn't pick KSI. You picked Logan Paul.
I picked KSI.
In your heart, though, right? On the show, you picked Logan Paul.
Nah.
All right.
Nah.
Get the video. The Cavs out here looking like a celebrity, eh?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I picked KSI, bro.
They got the 40 days build-up premiering for DAZN, I think tomorrow or Friday, for Jake Paul and Anderson Gill. You know what I'm saying?
What? They did a 40 days for that?
Yeah.
Holy.
The numbers must be good, man. Numbers must be good.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Listen, I knew I knew a little bit more of Logan and KSI.
I don't know shit about. I just know Jake Logan brother. That's pretty much it.
Exactly. So it's like if he was really popular, it would be spilling into my constant being on the internet. Like that shit ain't getting to me.
That shit ain't getting to me either.
The Logan Paul KSI was getting to me. This ain't the same, and I know it ain't gonna be the same.
To me, it's because of DAZN. That's it. If I wasn't following DAZN or on a boxing scene, I wouldn't even know that they was doing a 40 days for that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
and Oscar slammed the motherfucking YouTube fights.
Yeah, but Oscar a hater, man. Nobody care about
yeah.
Oscar, man. All these dudes is haters, man. They get in front of a camera and they just hate each other.
Yeah, man, makes for good entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Make people go back and see what the next promoter gonna say about him. But Julian Williams versus Yetson Rosario peaked at $1.5 million views on Fox, which is good.
Ain't that was that Fox or Fox Sports 1?
That was Fox, dog.
Oof.
That's good, man.
Yeah, but then they dropped though.
Huh?
Then they drop.
Drop what?
Like on Fox, don't they be doing like 2 mil?
I mean, not really. I think
what Charlo Harrison did.
Like 1.6, I believe.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we know Plant did 1 mil.
Now your Plant had a solid, but I think Plant was on FS1 though.
Yeah, no, that was one of the fights was on FS1.
He did $1 million on both platforms, I believe though. Like, yeah, they building up Caleb Plant on Fox right. You know what I'm saying? They building up good.
Yeah, and that fight is what, the 28th, right? Something like that. That Friday before the Mikey fight.
Caleb Plant.
He in Nashville with it.
Yeah, I think he is in February. I gotta look it up. Last but not least.
Well, we got Caleb on again on Monday.
I've seen that.
Is it Monday? I think I'm wrong.
I just look at the calendar every day, man. I go from there. Find out if there's anything present.
We got Chris Colbert.
Yep, the boxer form.
Both Mike Polite Coffee and Kent with Wilder. So they and I were back. So we ain't getting him on because he was in sparring. I'm trying to get him after he got out. Same thing for Timothy Moten, man. He completely forgot and he just getting out the gym.
Too. What about the young cat, Richardson?
Nah, he's a go. I talked to him. It's about 7 minutes. He's a go.
All right, but last but not least, man, Andre Cancillo signs with Top Rank.
And I'm going to get Blair the Flair on too, but I got Chris Colbert coming on Monday with Daniel Roman on the 27th. And we also got Alejandra Soledad Zamora. That's the girl that fought Michaela Mayer. Remember that?
Not really.
What? When Michaela Mayer had them Air Maxes on? They only make them for women. Them boxing shoes, they Nike Air Max with the big 270 sole bubble in the back.
Nah, man.
Bro, her last fight was she was clipping a girl with the left hook, whatever. But anyway, they getting a rematch. She from Argentina, she getting a rematch.
Okay.
So we getting on. Thanks for showing excitement, Mike. Then on Tuesday, we rescheduled Julian Rodriguez, so we going to ask your Patreon questions. What we got on Wednesday? We ain't got nothing on docket for Wednesday. But we going to leave Wednesday open for Malik Hawkins, Malik Warren, and Damon Nicholson. I'm just waiting on the backup on that. Thursday, we got Caleb Plant for 7:30. Nathan Gallimore, the only dude to beat Jason Rosario.
Not the only guy.
Oh, yeah?
No, he lost twice.
Who he lose to?
I can't remember. I got to look it up, but I know he lost twice.
You should look it up. I think you're wrong, bro.
All right. Let's see.
I think you're wrong.
Is Mike wrong? Probably not.
Tomorrow we got Callum Johnson in the morning.
He lost once. You got a draw. That's what it was, a draw. Gotcha.
Yes, we're going to have Blair the Flair. Woo! And in a bit, we'll have Richardson Hitchins.
We have the upcoming fight. I was looking
get
at.
him on now and shit. What you say about the upcoming fight?
So Richardson got an upcoming fight on.
Yeah, Sam's Town Casino, right?
On 28.
Yeah.
Nick Delambeau. I don't fucking know his name.
Oh, you know what? I also scheduled Wednesday. I ain't put that in the calendar. Joey Duveco.
Yeah. I seen old Joey on that thing.
You know he fighting Frank Sanchez.
Yeah, I know.
On an Adam Kovnacki
I gotta ask him what happened to that motherfucking Redkach Garcia fight. And what?
Yo, you know what happened? He put pictures on his Instagram. He said Garcia pulled out twice, and he put a picture of Garcia and replaced his face with a chicken. It's still there.
Oh, okay.
You know, he know they don't want no smoke. Same thing with Dillian Whyte. He said Dillian Whyte don't want no smoke.
Yeah, all right, Joey. You kind of barking up too high of a tree right now.
What?
Come on, bro. What the hell Joey did to get a Dillian Whyte fight?
What you mean? What Dillian Whyte did to get a Joey fight?
Well, you pushing right now, boy. I see you, man.
Joey the only dude to knock out AJ. So let's not forget it. All right.
What about Daniel Dubois?
He just dropped him, I heard.
Okay, what about David Price?
Shit. Come on, I ain't never gonna believe a dude that always get knocked out. How you knocking people out? You sleep half the time.
What about Andy Ruiz?
I mean, he got a corner stoppage, right? A ref stoppage.
What about Vladimir Klitschko?
He ain't stop AJ. Who
I
he
ain't
stop?
dropping.
Drop. Oh, you talking about drops now?
No, I mean I ain't know Dwayko stopped AJ. He said he did.
Bruh, he knocked him out. He gave him a concussion, bruh.
He knocked him out, huh? Close.
That's what they said.
You was there?
That's what they said.
Who's they?
They are the people.
What people? Like
The Voice.
Oh, okay. A lot of voices out here, my nigga. A lot of voices. Hey, man. But look, man, glad to have Joey on, you know what I'm saying? But glad to see you fighting Frank Sanchez. But, man, Frank over there with Eddie Reynoso now, you know what I'm saying? You got to be wary of that.
Joey over there with Freddie. What you saying? Who? Freddie.
Freddie who?
Freddie.
Cougar?
Freddie.
Jackson?
Freddie, tell Joseph no. Tell Joseph no. If Andy gets with Henry Ramirez, I'm done. All right? I'm done. I'm washing my hands. Last heavyweight Henry had is Areola. Like, come on, think about it. He never stopped Areola from eating pizza and tacos. He gonna stop Andy? Get out of here. Bro,
Sometimes you gotta let him eat though, man.
No.
I don't think just make him train.
No, you need Timothy Bradley father, man. You know, dude with a military background. He gonna have you flipping tires and running.
Go down to Florida then. How that Kevin Cunningham? He gonna have you doing the same shit.
The thing is, Andy gonna want some California because he got all them kids, man. He not going all the way out there. That would be nice to see him separate, you know, and take off some of the stress but this is what I'm saying though. This where we at with this dude's career. Is like, is he gonna come in shape? We gotta gamble. Nah, man. I'll be back, Andy, when you get your shit together and I could believe you. Right now, I don't know what's good and what's not. I think we got. Let me see. Did I even send a text out? Because if I did, that's Richardson Hitchins right there.
Yeah, man. We got the young.
Yes, that is him. Good. Richardson Hitchins, how are you? Good evening. First and foremost, thank you for taking out the time to come on the program, talk a little bit of boxing with us. We do appreciate you coming out, obviously in the middle of camp, and Happy New Year. Richardson? Okay, that's not Mitchell. This is. All right. Yeah, so you heard that introduction. What up, champ?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. How are you, brother? Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to y'all, too. Appreciate it.
So, man, we're going to get through the generic questions, man. How's camp?
Camp is great. I actually just got done 12 rounds like 10 minutes ago, so I'm in shape. I'm good, and I'm ready to go.
You here on the East Coast?
Yeah, I'm on the East Coast right now. I'm kind of like pre-camp. I'm in camp, but I'm gonna finish off once I get deep into what they call it
a pre-camp.
Oh, once I get like real. Nah, what they fighters call it when they says I'm tuned up or something? I don't know what they say.
Dialed in.
Nah, that's not it. If I remember in the few next minutes, I'll tell you. But by the time I'm really like in shape and stuff, I'll be in Colorado with Shakur. I'll be finished up camp out there because he fight like a week after me, so I'm gonna finish up camp out there with him.
How did those 12 rounds go? Can you go 12 more? Are you still feeling good from those 12 rounds?
No, I mean I'm good, but I'm just like 12 is all I really need. I'm finding a 10 rounder, so I don't really need to do more. I feel good though. I'm just like I'm kind of still sick, so like my stuff, kind of getting in the way. But I'm feeling good though. I'm in shape and I'm ready.
So what do you know about your opponent?
No. This is the word. This is what I'm trying to say. Once I start to peak, I'll be in Colorado. That's the word I was using.
What do you know about your opponent?
I know he's 16-2, and I know he's from, I don't know, I think he's from like upstate Connecticut, but I know he's 16-2, and he should be tough. I mean, he look very scrappy, and he gonna come to fight, so it should be a good fight.
What are your plans for 2020? Like, what kind of position do you want to put yourself in going into 2021?
Definitely take risk type fights. I want to fight a former world champion. Either a former world champion, or I don't think they'll give me that my next one. So a former world champion, like title, like a person that went for the title or something, somebody like that, whatever type of good, like big step up, somebody, a guy that fought for the title or something. One of them type of guys that I want to fight my next fight. I've been asking for. We've been trying to get it when I was 8-0, 9-0, but some of the guys didn't want to take the fight just because of the purse. I guess my promoter wasn't trying to pay them enough, so they didn't want to take the fight. But now that I think they'll probably give me that shot. So I'm trying to take like a risky fight where I can really prove to you guys that I'm really the truth. I mean, my last fight, dude was real competitive, but if you don't know the kid as far as like being around him and know the type of threat he possesses, you really want to give me that much credit for my last W. But Floyd Mayweather, my promoter, he gave me a lot of credit for taking that fight and for beating that kid. So that stands for a lot for me, just because coming from Floyd and him knowing the type of step up I took my last fight, and just it was a good fight. So I'm just looking to keep going to bigger and better things.
Speaking of Floyd and Mayweather promotions, how do you like the way they're moving you right now? Do you think they're doing a adequate job?
I honestly think they could move me a little more. I think I can step up a little more, but I think it's on the right track. I don't want to speak too soon because I'm only 10-0. So for 10-0 to fight a 10-rounder already on Showtime, that was big. I think I'm moving at the right pace, but by the end of this year, I want to be fighting for like a interim belt or be in the top 15 for sure. Definitely on my way to a world title by 2021. So, like I said, I'm ready to take them big fights or just them risky fights just to show I belong in world title contention.
Do you feel like you got some pressure on you because of the people that you hang with are so accomplished that you maybe are rushing to get on their level? Because, like, all your friends are very accomplished boxers, from Chris Colbert to Big Baby, Terrence Crawford, Javante, Shakur. You know, it's just like everywhere you turn, they're either former world champions, title challengers, whatever you want to call them. Is there any pressure for you to get on that level and show them, like, yo, I belong here with y'all?
Yeah, I mean, it's pressure. It's pressure, but it's good pressure, of course, because it's kind of like you want to like outshine them and follow behind their footsteps and just keep it going. But everybody got their own way to the title and to greatness. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't win his first world title when he was 24. Andre Ward didn't win his first world title when he was 25. So it ain't no rush. The biggest thing that's important is that we all undefeated and we all trying to keep our W's and keep succeeding. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's not about today. It's about the long run. So we don't never know what's gonna happen in the next 10 years. So I just try to like stay focused, but like stay focused on me, but follow in that footstep of greatness. So I mean, I think it's good pressure.
Now, we see you around Gervonta Davis a lot. I just want to know what's the dynamic between you guys and what's the best bit of advice that Gervonta has given you?
Gervonta give me a lot like advice every day, like any like everything, any and everything like I want to know or just everything. Like I can't, like, it's like whatever. Like he just give me jewels on top of jewels. It's like he's like a brother to me, but our relationship is like it's more like fun. Like we kind of like more like friends. It ain't really like about boxing. It's more like we talk a lot about boxing, but just like jewels that he give me is just like one of the biggest things I can remember telling me like take my time and never take a fight just because you in need of money, just stuff like that. Just the kind of ways that things that he's seen fighters go through that just that probably caused them towards failure. He just try to like just keep me level headed and try to keep me going towards the right track. Like, but it's like also we always have a lot of fun. So I mean. Like even when we train in the gym, it's fun and it's real competitive. Like even in sparring, like we'll spar and really try to hurt each other. I don't know. I think it's something between boxers sparring each other's friends. Like it get real personal. But once we get out the ring, it's just like we cool again. So I mean, I think having him is like, it's like it's great for me and it's great for him too because we push each other.
Is Lenny Wilson, right? Is that your head coach now? Or still?
Yeah, that's my head coach.
All right. And do you take him with you to Colorado or do you go on your own?
Nah, he's not gonna be with me in Colorado because I'm gonna be training with Shakur grandfather gonna help me out for the rest of the week. But I'm training right now while I'm out here, so we getting ready right now. I'm just finish out the camp out there just because the altitude and just get a little more in shape, get my lungs a little more opened up. But we working on everything we need to work on right now. So I'm not one of them fighters that get to a different camp and forget everything that I was working on. Or none of that. I'll just probably add on to whatever I was already doing, but. I mean, he's not gonna be in Colorado with me though.
In a perfect world, like when you get to that world title contention or world title challenging stage, what would you want your world title shot to be? Would you want it to be like in somebody's backyard where you got to go get it out the champion, or would you want it to be like in your hometown of Brooklyn?
I want it in my hometown of Brooklyn, to be honest, but we all know that in boxing, nothing plays out how you really want it. You gotta fight your way, like through any situation. And I think a fighter like me, I'm most likely to every fighter is any type of fighter that I could think of. They back was really always against the wall for their first world title. I mean, they either gotta go get it. How they get it? Terrence Crawford had to go get it from Ricky Burns, I think like overseas or something. So. I mean, I think in the perfect world, I want it to be in the Barkley, but I don't think it's going to end up like that, though. I think, like, probably have to defend it, like, bring my first defense back in the Barkley, but it don't matter. I'm going to get it how I get it, though. It don't matter.
So, how do you feel about these 10-rounders? Obviously, that's more rounds. That's more conditioning.
Yeah, I learned. I ain't gonna lie. I learned a lot just about I went taught a lot since my last 10 rounds. Just there's certain stuff that when I get to that world championship level that I'm gonna really need because I mean it's good. It's good when fighters get to go 12 rounds. It's like you make a lot of. You probably get hit with certain shots that you like. You probably get hit with certain shots that you're not used to getting hit with because you never know how your body feels late in the rounds, and I learned that in my last fight because even when you see when Teofimo fought that Japanese guy, he was getting caught with shots as the fight went on later in the rounds, but it's experience because the main thing I learned in that 10-round fight, you gotta stay sharp the whole way out because if you watch my last fight, the guy had success. Probably like the 10th round and like the 8th round, and those were the rounds I felt like I had the fight in the bag, and I kind of fell asleep. So I just kind of learned to always stay sharp and protect yourself the whole fight. So that was like my biggest thing I learned from it. So I think the 10 rounds is good for me going them rounds, but I mean also you always want to win in knockout fashion, but you can never like replace them rounds though. That's something that I'm grateful for going them rounds and just experiencing that.
So you're at 147, man, where it's a lot of good talent there, man.
I'm at 140.
I thought it said welterweight on box for my bad. Okay. So what route or what sanctioning body would you like to go down to get that belt at 140?
Right now I ain't like looking at no world title right now because boxing shit change over and over, and it's about politics and all that. I'm just looking to get in position to fight for a world title as far as like just you guys seeing my talent and just seeing me go out there display my talent and seeing that I'm a real threat. Like I'm a real threat for any champion. So I'm just working my way towards that. Another year from now, it might be. I don't know who might be the world champion. So I don't really want to call out no names. Whoever I get the belt from, I'd love to go get it. But I mean, it's whatever. I'm just looking to get better and just when my time comes. The main thing I know, when my time comes, I want to make sure I'm ready for that day.
All right, so you said you don't want to call out no champions, but what former champions, you know what I'm saying? Like, what person do you see that's going to get you to that level? Is it a guy like maybe Julius Ndongo or maybe that's probably too soon, but yeah, like those kind of names.
I look, like guys I can right that was champion. I mean, look, like Ivan Baranchyk, he was champion. What, like 2-3? I don't know what, like probably like 7-8 months ago. I don't know. Last year he was just world champion. But a guy like that, I mean, I thought I would have been beat him since I was like 6-0, 7-0. I honestly thought because I used to box when I was like 16, 17 years old, and he's the type of puncher. It don't matter if it was 16 ounces or 8 ounces. He can put you down in the gym or not. And I was out boxing since a teen. So guys like that, I mean, if I could fight guys like that this year, it'll be great just to show that I'm ready for that title shot. Guys like Ivan Baranchyk, even Mario Barrios. I think that would be a great fight. Me and Mario Barrios, I think that would be like that fight for this year. I think that should be the fight for this year. But I don't want to call out nobody because when you look past what's in front of you, you kind of shit kind of don't go that way you looking at. So I want to focus on what's in front of me and just keep winning and just keep getting better. That's the main advice that I got from my mentor Floyd Mayweather, and I'm gonna stick with it. Just stick with what's in front of me and keep winning.
We got some questions from the people. We got Dual Ingram that says, Richard, you've stated numerous times that you feel like you're the best fighter or at least prospect because of the work that you put in. What do you think TMT is moving? No, do you think TMT is moving you slow? In my personal opinion, TMT does a shit job promoting their fighters. Do you feel the same?
Nah, I don't think they move. I don't think they moving me slow. I think I would have been further in my career right now if a lot of my fights didn't fall out. Like a lot of people know what happened behind the scenes, medicals coming up, medicals and eye exams or whatever, like things that pills they take, they failed tests or opponents fall out. So it's not their fault. It's out of their control. But I think right now for a 10-0 fighter, I'm moving right. I mean, this year I think is gonna be my breakout year, but we'll see. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think right now they're doing a fine job.
All right, we got another one from Carlito in the UK says, is Deontay Wilder the hardest hitting American heavyweight ever, given the lack of his opponents and resume?
Of course, he's definitely the hardest hitting heavyweight for sure.
We got Jemmy in Delaware says, what do you think about the criticism that Tank got exposed by the 38-year-old Gamboa with a ruptured Achilles? And do you think Tank lacks discipline since he keeps missing weight?
I don't think he got exposed. I just think Gamboa just was game that night. He took a lot of big shots and maybe. Honestly, I feel like Tank need to tighten up on his game, but he know that as a champion. But when that time come and that big fight come, I'm pretty sure that he'll be ready. He'll show out the way he's supposed to. But he won in knockout fashion. So I mean, I think it was a great performance.
Super Blue says, what are some of the things that you learned by being in camp with Tank?
A lot of things. I learned a lot of things being in camp with Tank. A lot of things. It's just there's little boxing tricks and little insiders that I mean I probably would have never noticed myself that he'll point out and show me just little things that he'll show me and make sure that show me so I can work on. So there's a lot of things I learned from Tank.
All right, we got Caesar in Las Vegas says, Wilder or Fury in the rematch, who you got and why?
I got Wilder because I think Wilder he should make them adjustments as the champion he is. I think he's gonna make them adjustments and tighten up on his offense a little bit. And I think that shot that he learned land in the last round, it probably comes sooner. So I'm definitely going Wilder.
All right, we got Rue in the 504, New Orleans says, do you see yourself staying at this weight class or moving up as you grow?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the champions, some of the guys at 140, they look real big, like Maurice Hooker and Josh Taylor and them type of guys. They look type big. So I think I'm gonna stay here till I grow into a 147, because 147 is definitely way bigger than me right now. So I'm gonna stay at this weight, and I make it fairly easy. So I don't see myself moving up right now.
All right, we got the next one from Chicago. Steve says, do you feel Mayweather Promotions? Well, you've already answered that. We got Rel in New Mexico says, how do you feel about... Everybody's asking the same question about how you feel about being promoted by TMT. So you answered that. All right, Eno says, what's the best advice you ever received from Floyd?
I don't really get advice from Floyd. Like, me and Floyd don't really talk like that. Like, we get advice. I get advice like here and there, but he don't really like give me jewels or nothing like that. Like, the best thing, the main thing I can remember Floyd telling me was after he never seen me fight till my last fight, and he was just like, you a special talent. Like he was like, from the bottom of his heart, like he really believed like I'm a special talent, and he didn't know I could fight like that, and he know for sure I'll be champion like real soon. Just like my skills is like good. He was just telling me only thing I wasn't doing my last fight was throwing a lot of combinations. He said when he was younger, he felt like he used to throw a lot of combinations, and he think if I get that in my game, I'll be deadly. And he was just telling me I'm gonna just keep getting better with time. So I don't really get like a lot of
combinations.
Advice,
take a lot of energy, man.
Yeah, but shit, I'm young, so I could throw them combinations. I'm good. Shit, it's what you condition yourself for. Whatever's gonna make me stand. Like,
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I cut you off. Go ahead.
I was gonna say whatever's gonna make me different from the rest.
So can we talk about your strength training, like and conditioning? So you like to run? Do you run? And how many miles?
Yeah, I run a lot. I run a lot. It depends. Anywhere from like 3 to 5 miles. I'll run like 3-4 times a week. And I do strength conditioning like I do strength conditioning, I want to say like 2-3 times a week. But I kind of slack on strength conditioning. I don't be trying to do it. Like I be trying to avoid it. But this camp I've been like trying to do strength conditioning a lot.
Why do you tend to avoid it? You don't want to get bulky?
Nah, I be kind of like because in my gym they make me do like a lot of strength work, so they make me do some like a lot of like light weights and stuff like that. So for me to do that today and then have to go to strength conditioning tomorrow morning, I kind of be already sore and stuff. So I kind of be like slacking. I'll probably go like once a week because I'm already doing a lot of stuff in the gym. My body be sore, but this camp I kind of slow down like doing strength work in the gym, and I'm letting my strength conditioning trainer like handle all that. So.
All right. We got the Earthquake says, yo, Africa was good. I watched your fight with Gary Russell in the trials and the Olympics in Rio. First one was close, but you won the second one, in my opinion. Did you ever think of settling the score as a pro? Salute. Keep doing your thing. 100.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to get that back in the pros for sure, where it counts. But right now, me and Gary both climb up the ladder. So I think when me and him do it, it's gonna be one of them big fights when it's either to get to the title or to fight for the title or just one of them big super fights when we both champions. So I know in the future that's gonna happen for sure. Me and him always end up crossing paths, and I know as professionals we should definitely cross paths again. So I'm just when that day come.
That's all the questions from the people. I do want to ask though, like, do you have any breathing tips? You know, like when you throw in your punches, or just to not get, I guess, over anxious in the ring. You know, you could get that adrenaline dump, and all of a sudden you're like exhausted in the ring, and you haven't done much.
Nah, that come with being comfortable in the ring. Honestly, but like it just come with experience, just being experienced and comfortable in the ring. Like a lot of fighters not comfortable, like as far as like in a boxing ring. So like certain styles or certain situations might make them overexert themselves. Like it just come with experience and just good schooling and just being comfortable in the ring. Like me, I'm comfortable in a boxing ring. So I could go rounds. Like even if I'm not in shape, I could go a lot of rounds. So I'm comfortable in a boxing ring. So I think that's what it comes with, comfortability.
You know Rajon Chance?
John Chance? Who's that? Oh, yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know him.
You think
Rajon Chance?
Yeah, I said that. You just probably ain't hear me. But you think he gonna be nice? He turning pro Saturday.
I thought he been at his pro debut.
Nah, it's gonna be Saturday on the Danny card.
Oh, for real? It's in New York. Yeah, he can fight. I came up with him. Like not come up with him, but he was one of the kids that when I was like 15, he was still fighting tournaments with me. He can fight. I see him spar in my gym. He can fight. So I wish him the best with his career. When you young like that, I think it just come with just like taking your craft serious and staying dedicated. Anybody can get better in a year. You never know. So I mean, as a professional, it's different. You might not have success in the amateurs, but in the pros it's different. So I wish him the best, and I actually think he can fight. So he should be all right.
That's what's up. He trains out. Well, he don't train out of my gym, but he get a lot of sparring in the gym I go to.
Yeah, I spar him before in Jersey.
Yeah, where you sparred him in Jersey? In Julian's gym or in Hanover?
It's a gym in Hackensack, I think.
Yeah,
it's like a new gym. The one at B-Hop.
Yeah, that's Julian's. That's Julian's gym. Julian Rodriguez, Hammerhands, that signed with Top Rank, right?
Nah, not that gym. I trained there before. Not that.
Oh, you talking about Don's gym?
Yeah, Don.
New breed.
I spar Weezy there. We call him Weezy. I don't call him Ray John.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm an old head, man. Y'all young.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, Mr. Hitchins, you already know, man, we're going to continue to follow your career and wish and hope for the best for you. We're going to be watching this fight February 28th. You can let anybody know where they can watch it. This is on Showtime, right?
Yeah, I'm the TV opener on Showtime. I believe I'm a TV opener of co-main event on Showtime. It's a Friday night, February 28th. I don't know what time it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be, I don't know what time it's gonna be exact because I know it's like Vegas time, but it's on Showtime. So make sure y'all don't miss it and just keep supporting me. I'll fight for y'all.
Yo, when you getting out there? How long you gonna give yourself to get to Vegas because of the time zone? Couple days.
I'm gonna get out there the week of the fight. I'm gonna get out there like the week before the week of the fight because I'm gonna be in Colorado, so Colorado is like really no difference.
Yeah,
like
you're good.
It's like Colorado, like an hour's difference from Vegas, so I'm be all right.
Well, all right, man. Richard, man, thank you so much, and we'll get you back on before the win or probably after because we still got a long time.
Yeah.
We still got a whole nother month, man, so we probably get you back on right before the fight.
Thanks for coming on, homie.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Take it easy. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Up-and-coming prospect. Want to desperately turn a contender. I like it, but I don't want him to rush.
He said Ivan Brancher. I was like, whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
I mean, but that's good, right? Because he could have said a boxer style, so that means that he's already prepared for that Mexican come forward style.
Mario Barrios too. I think that Mario Barrios would be a damn good fight for both guys.
Oh yeah.
Mario trained by Virgin Hunter, right?
He is, but Barrios is more seasoned. You know what I mean? Like we got to see. Oh man, Joe, I missed your question, champ. You guys got to get those in early. He said to refresh the page. Yeah, Mario is seasoned, man. Mario had a lot of fights then when he got with Virgil, Virgil's like a father, so he wasn't letting him just take big fights. He got a lot of fights under Virgil that he was supposed to win, so that Virgil could mold him. So Barrios is seasoned, man. That's a good fight if he wants it. I don't know if he's ready. We got to start getting his trainer on, Lenny Wilson.
And don't forget, man, if you listen right now on YouTube, let me refresh my page because I don't want to get too mad, man. Smash that thumbs up button, man. We got like 400 people watching, so we need 400 thumbs up, man. Big outs to everybody out there in the chat who always support the channel, man. The least you can do is smash that thumbs up for us, please.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, our two heavyweights were in the gym. A lot of people need this time. Next week is going to be a lot of work because I'm going to schedule a lot of evening shows. So, a lot of people.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
A lot of sevens on the docket next week.
I know. Yeah, because you can't get none of these West Coast dudes, man.
It's tough. It is tough getting them in the morning time.
Gerald Washington was like, yeah, let's do tomorrow. I'm like, wait, bro, you on the East? He's like, yeah, let's do tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm like, ho, champ. Oh, you talking
about 11.
That's 11, and I could do that, but it's like now that I'm in the gym, it's like if I don't get there by like 11:30, that trainer out.
And plus, like you got your routine now, like you since Border Wars come, got your routine, like you just you feel like you gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Feels good. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, while I was training, like I was like, fuck, gotta do this, but afterwards, like feel kind of good out here, you know.
I love it, man. I love it.
But yeah, man, we got to go to the sponsors. Don't forget, if you want to leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, you can pretty much go ahead and do so. You know what I'm saying? That really lends it exposure for the podcast. You know what I'm saying? People start saying those 5-star reviews like, damn, that must be a very, very good podcast. So go ahead and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Yeah, man. So, sponsors.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
What Mike said.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
And Tony Yo, man. Yeah, Cass still do this, man. Cass just was on the set of the Real OG, you know what I'm saying? He had to wrap that up, you know what I'm saying? But we should be seeing Cass sometime soon. Who knows? Danny Garcia fighting this weekend, right, Ness?
Yeah, that'll bring him out.
That'll bring him out right there.
He casual, man. He casual. And I keep telling y'all, Cash is a big time movie guy. He just was finished up. They gave him a chain. You seen that? They gave him an iced out chain.
Like what?
Yo, but you think them real diamonds?
Let me look again.
Shit, giving out chains like that.
Ooh, it might. They ain't giving out no fake shit.
I know, and it say last OG. No fake shit.
Yeah, the real OG.
Dope. It say real OG?
Oh, do it say what? It say best OG?
I thought it say last OG.
Last OG, yeah.
I mean, you could get that off. Not everybody know about that sitcom. That could just be your chain, and somebody gonna think you extra gangster. Like, damn.
Nah, people know about that sitcom.
Not
last
everybody.
OG. I mean, Tracy Morgan, Tiffany Haddish, that's pretty two big names right there.
That is. I mean, I only watched the first season.
I ain't watched no season.
Look at you, see?
But big up to the real OG, man. We had Chris Colbert that went up there too, you know what I'm saying?
We got
he got
Chris.
A standing ovation.
Did I put that in the schedule? We got Chris Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So big ups to Tracy Morgan for being a big boxing supporter too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. They saying he's his mentor now.
It's good, man. That's a good mentor to have.
Yeah. I mean, I would like mentors in boxing, but I guess you need a break.
I would like rich people who can show me how to get rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I get you. You know, I get you. We gonna go to CYP. What up?
Up CY to the P. Good afternoon to you. Well, good evening, pretty much over there on the West Coast.
What up?
What up?
I keep my promises, and Warren Williams, you in the chat. I told you I'll make you famous today, baby. That dude did come to the after show. My man types a whole lot. He's a typer. Came to the after show, typed some more. My man was whispering. He was like, man, can you speak up? He's like, you want to go at CYP? And then he ran off. That's how they roll, man. We gonna need better than that from you UK fans. Y'all looking bad out here. Israel did the same thing. Came on there screaming, calling people names, ran up out of there. Like, stay there, stick through like men, and I give you the whole business, man. I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you to the after show, man. You a part of TBV, be a part of TBV. The whole encounter. CYP out.
CYP. We got Mastermind Kels. Talk to me.
What happened, Killer? You still over there in South Africa, man?
Nah, man, I'm back, man. I'm back. Hey, come back to me to the end, man.
All right. Who we got? Boomerang in the building.
Motherfucker murder, mayhem, last words of the stainless. Told you I would kill you, squeeze after I aim it. If you're talking money, then you speaking my language. Or shut the fuck up in grown folks' conversation.
What up, though?
Yo, what up, though? Of course, I'm at work, man. If y'all could, just come back to me.
All right, Stanley, we got you, homie.
All right.
We got up on the docket next, man.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the fights. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, Don.
Yo, what's good, Mike and Ness? What's really
what's
good
up,
in the hood, man?
What
you
up?
guys still doing the thing, man. People loving your show. We getting Terrence Crawford on the show. I mean, Ness, you speak there, believe and receive. You said, dude, if you want to be on a social network and have a good interview, you come on this show. I remember you said that. Can't wait for that one to come through. With the Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua fight, it's cool. Eddie Hearn, he's doing his little rounds of interviews. You know, respect to Eddie Hearn. Respect to Canelo versus the Japan dude. TBV for life, man. I just got in the house, so I'm trying to cool down a little bit. I'll boomerang back in.
All right, champ. Well, thanks for calling in. We got Troy Boomerang.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All good, brother. How
Yeah,
are you?
Good. I saw the title of the show. It really doesn't matter whether you offer 200 million, 300 million, because every time Joshua speaks, you know he wants to fight. He wants to fight. And all the interviews that Deontay Wilder has done, whether it be with you, Blue Blood, Fred, or whoever, can anyone ever say that he said, "This is what I want, and then I'll make the fight happen"? And all the time that you spoke to him, has he ever said anything like that? No one knows what he wants, so this fight will never happen because no one knows what he wants. I mean, you turn down 100 million, you'll turn down 200 million. He's never stated what he wants for the fight to happen. Even I think you asked him the question, and he circled around and back and all that again. But this whole chat room thing or back room thing you want me to come into, let me explain something to you. I don't have time to wait. I don't give a damn what the name is. I don't have time to wait because I hear a lot of talk about people arguing, but I'm a grown man. I don't hear any talk about y'all talking about, you know how to build wealth. You grown men, man. Why don't you network?
Boxing
Why don't you talk?
Troy.
That's an after show, but it doesn't, Mike. But it's a bunch of grown men in the room. You still should network and talk about other things. That's how you build. Why are you gonna sit back there and waste your time?
If you ain't never been in the chat room, how you just gonna cast that aspersion over them like they ain't?
I can tell by the characters that keep talking about it, man. I can tell by the cast and characters that keep talking about it.
Their voice. If I was to judge you,
have you been back there, Mike?
Never mind.
Have you been there, Mike? Have you been in the after show back
like
on whatever?
Once or twice, man. Probably like one time. Just
what do they talk about back there? What do they talk about back there? I don't know. Vouch for yourself. What is spoken about back there?
Boxing, Troy.
Nothing productive, right?
Say what?
Nothing productive is my point. So why would
How
I
you
waste
know it's
my
not
time coming
productive?
back there?
Have you been there?
You just told me it wasn't productive because I asked you.
I didn't say
I just
anything
asked you.
about
They talk about anything
productivity.
productive.
You asked me about what it's about. I told you the boxing after show. I wasn't
Yeah,
there for
and
like
I
2 or 3
asked
minutes,
you,
Troy.
and
I
my
wasn't there for an
question,
hour, Troy.
my question to you was it anything productive being
I was
spoken
there
about
for
back
a
there?
brief moment. I said what's up and goodbye. Just showing love like
It
I
doesn't
do.
take. You answered the question for me, man. I'm not wasting my time going back there.
All right, Troy. Waste your time doing
Yeah,
something else then.
nah, I don't waste time. That's the whole thing, man.
You're wasting time right now, man. Really, you wasting my time.
Nah, this is by choice. This is by choice that
So
I'm
you
speaking to
choose to
you. This
waste
ain't a waste
time.
of time.
So you choose to
This is
waste
by
time.
choice. You
You
know
got
what,
a
Mike?
boomerang though, right, Troy?
You know what, Mike? I'm glad you feel that you're a waste of time.
Use that thing.
Well, it's an interesting night. I tell you, an interesting night. Somebody said, "Who the fuck is that guy?"
We got a super chat coming in from Kelvin Slims. Who the fuck is that guy? Yeah, you already said it.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Yo, fellas, TBV, what's good, man?
What up?
What up, man?
Yo, I want to get right to it. Is there any truth? Is there any truth to Charlo turning down $7 million for that fight with Boo Boo? Is there any
Can't say
truth?
he's official
How
turn
true
down,
could that
but
even?
according to Eddie Hearn, he haven't heard anything back for him. Sent an offer to Charlo
All
directly
right.
and sent an offer to Tim Smith.
You know what though, Mike? You just said it because I kind of like heard about. I don't know, but you just said it. Eddie Hearn said it. That means it ain't fucking happened because some other shit talking about some. And I've been out of the loop this week, but this bullshit about making an offer. Oh God, like yo, and you know what's crazy? That shit be like a full moon. Whenever Eddie Hearn open his mouth, that motherfucker bring the weirdos out, B. So yeah, I just forget about that shit. Let me get Danny Garcia for tomorrow, or not tomorrow, for Saturday, right? People gonna forget about what I say. Like I say, that's my 4. I got Porter, Danny, Thurman, and that's, you got to say Spence now. But I always had Danny in the mix of the 4 welterweights, man. I mean, of course, Pacquiao's in there on some shit, but I think people forgetting. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, Danny might have been sitting around waiting for the Spence fight or whatever, but people can't forget about Danny. Ugas is in that mix, too. That was a dope interview y'all did. I'm about to burn this motherfucking Northern Lights. Shout out to Troy. That was, cool. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to CYP. Shout out to everybody. Stainless. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to step out the way. Y'all fellas do y'all thing. I'm out.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling in. Tony Yayo said, "Yo, we need to do a seminar on Bitcoin." Like, who said
we need to take investments on Forex and shit, man. That's a lot of. Hey, man, smart guy though. I ain't gonna say it's a headache because once you get the hang of it, you pretty much like we doing now. You know what I'm saying? Get the hang of shit. But he's right though. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely right.
What about what?
About taking Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you got it somehow, but some way. But if people wanna donate, you know what I'm saying? We should have like a Bitcoin account set up for them where they could donate. Or at least a Bitcoin wallet.
Why?
And that's what I was telling you about Coinbase. You know what I'm saying? You can have a Bitcoin wallet and just store it in there.
But why would people want to donate Bitcoin to you?
Some people are operating Bitcoin.
You think it's that big? I don't think people walking around buying shit with Bitcoin.
I'm not saying the everyday person, but maybe some of our loyal listeners in other countries may be operating Bitcoin. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this show is international, you know what I'm saying? Sweden, Australia, down under, New Zealand.
I got a Bitcoin wallet. I told you that.
There you go.
I just don't know how to use that motherfucker.
It should come with a barcode, you know what I'm saying? Anybody want to donate to the Bitcoin wallet?
Yeah. Barcode.
You show them the barcode, bam, they scan it during the fucking broadcast. They can scan it off the TV.
But I don't know how to do it. I mean, I got it on my Cash App. That's where my wallet is.
Good wallet to have.
Yeah, I figure that's the safest one.
Yeah. Cash App or Coinbase.
Coinbase, see, that's you got to be in that world to know that and trust that. See, I'm out of that world, so I trust Cash App because I was already in that ecosystem. So them adding it, did you?
Yeah, it was just a plus. Yeah, it was smart too by Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Open up another little.
Oh my
demographic
God,
for
this
them.
is true. I thought somebody tweeted that. This is true.
Nah, it's true, nigga. I put it in the chat for you. You know what I'm saying? Next week.
Yo, how you gonna meet up? He can't do it. He can't do.
Teddy can't do it.
He can't do Teddy, bruh.
That's what you just said. He needs somebody strict with like a military background. Teddy Atlas, is that right? He's a hard trainer. He's a strict trainer. He expects greatness and perfection out of his fighters. He's gonna be hard on Andy. That might what he needs. He's a big time name too. Hey, got workings with ESPN. You know what I'm saying? You get that exposure too. Andy's smart.
But whose quote is this, bruh? Is this Bob saying I have a big fight coming up? What if they fucking put me in quarantine? I'm gonna miss Wilder Fury too because of this cockamamie disease?
Yeah, you know who that is.
That's Bob. But no, cause for a minute maybe it was Ramirez. Maybe Ramirez stepped up like, yo, dog, you got me in the country where they about to kill me.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Majid, my dog sleep. I just woke her ass
quarantine.
up. She always snoring, bro. That's what they do though. I bought them with every, fully knowing they snorers. I just didn't know they was going to overtake the studio.
Stainless say he ready now. Stainless ready.
Stainless ready. Go for it. Stainless. Yo,
y'all can hear me?
Damn.
Yeah.
Extra loud.
Sorry, I'm on Bluetooth. I'm still at work. Man, good interview with Richardson Hitchins, man. Hitchison, I do apologize for the background noise. Good show as usual, man. I wish I'd have been smart enough to put a question. I'd seen it there for a while, but the kids knew, and outside of asking if he coming to the TBV appreciation party, I don't really have a real question for him right now. The main reason I wanted to get in was to talk to old man Troy. Actually, yes, we do talk about generational wealth on there. We talk about business. We talk about commerce. We talk about the black GDP spending, the spending power of black people. So if you really want to come over there and have an intelligent conversation instead of just ranting about your idiocy and ignorance of everything because you just assume every fucking day when you talk, then bring your ass to the after show. Now, as I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast because this is a TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Oh, yeah, Big Nick. Now you see how you check one of your countrymen when they doing something wrong, all right? Peace.
Preach, man. Don't ever cast motherfucking aspersion on the fucking after chat when you ain't never been in that bitch. Hate when people do that. Judge a book by its cover. Because you hear CYP coming at your head.
Mm-hmm.
Grow some nuts. Go back at his head.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Walmart, buy something. They sell them on the counter. You got Planet, you got cashews, you got almonds.
Okay, I found it. I found it. Damn, it took me forever.
You just snap me peanut butter or something.
I found how to copy the address. The QR code.
Yeah.
Somebody said I use Bitcoin on $5 for gambling.
Me too.
It cashes out immediately.
Absolutely.
Gutter TV.
Absolutely.
All right.
Shit that bitch out immediately, you know what I'm saying? Be in your account the next day. And I ain't gonna lie to this, man. I might go back to 5 dimes, bro. Like,
Because they always got shit.
DraftKings, they ain't got all the boxing lines. Like,
I know.
I like the other sports, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the other sports, but boxing is where.
But isn't like now that you had DraftKings and all of them, like, is 5 dimes user friendly interface?
Hell no.
See, that's I can't.
That DraftKings online, man. That shit is set up beautifully, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can scroll over to live game. You can go to the category. You know what I'm saying? The soccer is done for you. You got different kind of bets and shit. But I might look at Bovada too, man. Bovada might be the one that I might look at. You know what I'm saying? That's one. We got a couple of super chats coming in from Kevin Slims. Nest Dog is snoring in the background.
Big
We got
time.
one coming in from Rod and 870. Victor versus Jose canceled due to virus outbreak. We know.
Yeah.
Big ups to everybody out there super chatting too, man. Don't forget, if you listen to my voice right now, smash that thumbs up. And you're right, Jaron. I love rugby now, man. I'm the North American Rugby Ambassador. Address me as such.
Damn. We got V in Jacksonville. What up?
I was just listening to the show, man, and I got Danny Garcia on Saturday, of course. But we talking about the Wilder situation, and I think he's playing like a game that he doesn't know. Like he's playing that in the promoter's favor type shit. They talk all that independence, right? It's like niggas trust Al Heyman too much. You know what I mean? It got him shutting down all kind of opportunities the same way Eddie Hearn, you know what I mean, fucked up the whole $50 million for AJ. You know what I mean? I just think that they glorify Al. So when Al says, you know, yeah, don't take that because we could do this, everybody's like, yeah, Al knows what he's doing. But low key, we looking at it like, yo, what's up? All right, you passed up this one. Now you're not saying much about it. You went from saying, now you're not even talking. Now we're not getting no gauge on what's going on. And it's just like he's playing too much of a promoter's game. He's got to think more about himself. And I think Al Heyman gets glorified because he doesn't call himself a promoter, and it allows him to slip through the cracks like that. But I don't like what's going on right now. I think like Deontay needs to grab the reins of that. That's my personal opinion.
Well, all right. V, Jacksonville, thanks for calling in. We going to Stonebone Boxing, Colorado. What up?
What up, Stonebone?
What up? Oh, yeah, man. Good interview with Richardson, man. He got some good energy. And I'm glad he just ignored the end of that question and just answered it. The question he answered earlier, man. Talking about, do he feel that his promoters suck and shit? Like, what? Do he feel the same way? No, he don't feel the same
people
way.
ain't even look. It was like 7 people with the same question.
Like, well, you wasting your question if you asking the same question because you're going to basically you just give him a shout out. Like, oh, well, you already answered that one. So, then I just like the energy he had. And I've been telling y'all this whole time that this Wilder AJ fight is big money. People keep they argue with me that it won't do nowhere near 1.5. 1.5 is unheard of no more. 2 million would never happen again. They argued all this stuff with me on the little after show, talking about ain't no that big money. This fight is overvalued. Come on, man. This fight is big as it get. And for Troy, in the after show, I done discussed the NOI, how to eat to live, dietary law, money law, how to live, how to monopolize your money. We have hours of discussions of how one or two of us can make money together, how 5 of us can make money as a co-op, how we can do it as things that we don't do on air. We got backline connections that we created through this thing. So quit thinking that you know what black men are doing when we sit down making masterminds. So come on back.
Don't get me wrong, right? You a business owner, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm just checking, making sure it's for Troy.
Oh yeah. All right, man. Come join us, man. You'll have fun. We'll take it easy on the old man. We got an old folks section with a little area for you to sit in, and you can probably cry after you get roasted by CYP. So it'll be all right, man. Come on out. We'll take it easy on you. Maybe for the first time, if you come back, it's all bar none. I'll catch y'all in the morning, man. Peace.
Chin. All right, we got Stunner, New Jersey.
Yo, what up, TBV?
What up?
Yo, what up, what up? Yo, Danny Garcia. I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm hoping it's competitive, but I think Garcia is gonna get the late KO. As far as this Wilder Joshua talk, I mean, look, let me just reiterate. We just seen this dude Joshua get into the ring with a dude who knocked him out. And the same dude who knocked him out came into the ring even fatter and more in worse shape than when he knocked him out. And Joshua was running away from him. As far as I'm concerned, this dude ain't no champ. He's just a dude carrying heavy metal. Let him go get 2 knockouts. Pulev, Usyk. Go lay them dudes down. White's talking a lot of shit. We gonna lay down Fury. And then I want White's head on a fucking platter. Fuck all the bullshit. I don't care where the fight is. It could be in the UK. It could be in Saudi Arabia. It could be in Africa. It could be in fucking Alabama. I don't give a fuck. This dude's getting laid out 3 rounds or less. Or I'll never call in the TBV again. That's my call.
Damn, man, you gonna get yourself 3 rounds, man. They can get yourself like 7. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, don't forget the Congo. The Congo wants this fight.
Yeah. Zaire.
The Congo.
Yeah, big ups to look, big ups to boxing, man. Drawing that kind of interest from all around the globe, man. Not only is it the heavyweights, it's motherfucking Pacquiao. It's Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Earl Spence been overseas and took the belt off of UK welterweight, you know what I'm saying? So big ups to boxing, man, just being global and being year round. Like, we gotta appreciate that too. You know, all the other sports, like I watch basketball and football, they got an off season. Boxing ain't got one. Like, they got a little brief moment where they may not put out the level of fights that we want to see, but for the most part, man, this shit been rocking all day, every day.
No West Fly Zone.
What up, No Fly Zone?
No West Fly Zone.
I forgot where that came from. No Fly Zone. That's a football saying.
Okay. Just listening. Boomerang CYP.
Oh, you know what's funny is that Eddie Hearn had an interview today, and he also said that there was no offer to Wilder from AJ. He said they wouldn't make an offer to Wilder before the Fury fight. They would only do it after. So everybody this morning who was arguing that Wilder's ducking, why doesn't he respond? Why he's a bitch. Eddie Hearn just said there was no offer to be bitched out on. So are y'all going to apologize? Or are y'all going to still say Wilder should answer something that doesn't exist? Eddie Hearn directly said, we ain't offering him nothing. AJ ain't offering him nothing. We're not doing that until after. And we're offering it to the winner. He never mentioned Wilder in his interview today. Keep online every single day. Y'all need something to lie about. Your own boss, the own king, which is Eddie Hearn, told y'all, I didn't say that. And then Eddie Hearn said something else that was crazy. Cassius Coogan said, he was talking about Canelo, how Canelo's the boss, Canelo does what he wants. Everybody has to wait around for that ticket. He said, that's the same thing with AJ. He said, well, no, that's not the same with Pulev, right? Because Pulev's a mandatory, so you have to fight him. Eddie Hearn said this. That don't mean we have to give him the fight because he's a mandatory. Hold on, my man. Didn't you say that Povetkin, you had to fight Povetkin? That's the reason why you couldn't fight Wilder for that $15 million? Didn't you say that? But now you're saying, yeah, but you don't have to fight him because he's a mandatory. My man, he contradicts himself all the time, and the UK follow everything he says, but I'm on the job. And I'm here to correct you and embarrass you. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. But the reality of it is that if you're in the chat and we don't pay no attention to you, you don't even exist. Thank me for taking my time out of my day to acknowledge y'all and go back and forth. Because without that, you don't exist. See, I exist 3 times, then 4 times. You exist only because of me. You're welcome. CYP out.
CYP out.
Kels. Mastermind.
Kels said you just listening, right? Or come back to him.
I thought you said come back to him.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, man, I'm just listening tonight, man. Sorry, bro.
All right, Kev.
All right, we're going to
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers? What up, Mike? What up, Ness?
Joe. What up?
Hey, man, shout out to the boxing guys. Yo, put me down for Danny. I think he's gonna knock him out in about 7 rounds. I'm curious to see what Hurd got with his new trainer, his new style. I hope he comes back looking good. This should be a good a confidence building fight for him right here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna stop him in probably in the later rounds, man. I know he's gonna be working on some things. Far as I hear both of you guys point far as Andy Ruiz, I don't like that you can just the guy got you there to win all the belts, and as soon as you take a loss, you get dropped. But at the same time, I hear you, Ness. If you don't respect the trainer, then you have a problem. Same like I feel with Tank and his trainer when it was asked why he make weight, and he said all of my other fighters make weight, and he kind of put it on Tank, so it let me know there's a lack of respect. And I think you need to respect your trainer, man. You're gonna get those kind of results. But at the same time, I wish we knew more information on that though. But I don't like that he dropped him. No, that's my point. Yo, and as far as the after show, man, we do talk about more shit, mostly boxing, but we do talk about shit around the globe. But Stone Bone, man, he's sharp as a harp, and he be bringing it, man. Shout out to that brother. Yo, shout out to my man King Amin. Yo, you're listening to the voice of the people. There is no equal. Hit those thumbs up. This is pound for pound shit going on here every day. I'm out, family.
Joe, man, thanks for calling in. Looking like Arthur A. What up?
What's good, fellas? What's good?
What up?
What up, homie?
Ain't nothing much. Yeah, what's good? Yeah, I came in late. I'm glad y'all interviewed Richardson Hitchins. He's one of my favorite prospects right now. But as far as Danny Garcia, his fight, I mean, I really don't care. Cause I like Danny Garcia, but wasn't Redkach like a super featherweight at one point?
Yeah, he was like 130.
So I really don't care. Yeah, so I really don't care. I like Danny. I want him to get another title shot, but I'm not going to even try to boost up this fight for him. But now as far as the Wilder and AJ situation, it's crazy how Wilder was barely worth in Eddie Hearn eyes $7 million 2 years ago, and now the fight is worth what? He's saying the winner is worth what, $200 million? That's just fascinating to me. But yeah, that's my call. I mean, I just wanted to get my point out. That's all.
Arthur, man, thanks for calling in, brother.
The tide have shifted. Super chat coming in from Kevin Slims. Wilder has a huge, dangerous fight next month. Why would he be thinking about AJ? I mean, look, man, that's a good point, but like Wilder always say, this Wilder term, it ain't my turn, baby. I don't look past nobody, but I do window shop. I look through people, you know what I'm saying? I see what's on the horizon, you know what I'm saying? Them ain't my words. I'm just saying. He said it on more than one occasion.
Davidian.
Hey, what's good? What's good, Mike? What's good, Ness?
What up?
Just want to
New
say
York in the
great
building.
show and great interviews and yeah, just great show. Yeah, of course I'm gonna rock with Danny. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I've never actually seen the other guy. I know he be changing his hair color like crazy, but I've never seen him. I look forward to seeing him though. But hopefully give a good fight, but I expect Danny to win. But you never know. I mean, everybody's somebody. I'm never gonna say anybody's a bum anymore. I'm done saying that. That's just foolish. So yeah, I expect Swift Hurd. I want to see how my boy Swift Hurd come back.
Because I was surprised when Julian Williams beat him last year. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm like, who is this dude, Julian? And he came in there and beat him up. I'm like, what the? But anything can happen. You get hit with a shot. So yeah, I don't know. Rest of the fights look good too. Can't think of the names, but that's my call. Y'all got a great show, and just keep on doing what y'all doing. God bless.
Davidian, my guy, man. Thanks for calling in, homie.
Rod and A70.
What up, Rod? Rod been like kind of
Hey,
dipping
what
out
up,
on, you know
bro?
what I'm saying? I ain't been hearing from Rod lately.
Yeah, man, I've been working lately, man. And Mike, I don't get your alerts anymore, man, from your show. I've been
I gotta
listening
set
in,
the
but I
shit
haven't
up,
been
man,
calling in.
so the shit can be alerted, man. I'll fix that shit tonight.
All right, cool. But yeah, man, I think it's a great show, great interview. That fight in that they talking about the 200 million. I'll talk about that first. I think that's cool. 200 million is good. I mean, you can't turn that money down. But I hope that they look at what they can make on pay per view and the site fee here in the States first, because I think the fans in either the UK or the US deserve this fight. I don't like the fact that they might take it to Saudi Arabia and give it to a bunch of rich Saudis who, don't. I ain't gonna say they don't appreciate it, but we've done a lot to build these two fighters, and I feel like this fight is for the fans, and the fans should be able to see it live,
It could
either
be
the
a
UK
trilogy,
or the
though,
US.
Rod. That's how you build
I get
a
that, but
trilogy up. You
ain't
put the
nothing like the
first fight in
first one though, man.
Saudi and make the fans want it
But
even
I'm
more.
saying
So when the second fight,
if the most you gonna make is 150 over here or in UK, yeah, you definitely going to Saudi Arabia. But I hope by some way they can estimate that they might make more so they could keep it here. But if not, you got to go take that money. The next thing I want to do is cover the what Troy said in the after show and echo what Stainless said. The after show, yeah, we do debate. Yeah, it is fun. Yeah, we getting to know everybody, but we also talk business. I learned about the trucking industry from No. I learned about Stonebone business. He broke it down to us. We talked about like stock market, and we talked about owning our own business and black GDP and the economics of black people and black spending power, and like different things we could do over here to close the racial wealth gap. So those are discussions that we have, and we talk about those things for hours on end. So Troy, if you want to come on in there, take that ass whooping, have your thick skin, because a couple of us want to get you, and then become a part of the family, the after family that TBV birthed. So I'll say that, and then the last thing I'll say is UK callers. If you guys want to come in, you want to challenge one of us, like y'all did CYP today. Feel cool to come in, challenge one of us, pick your topic, and then we'll go at it with you. If you win, you win. If we win, we win. But yeah, come be a part of the after show after this call every time you listen in. Make sure you support TBV. That's my call on this.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. We're going to L Dog in New Zealand. What up?
what up, L Dog?
Yeah, what up, man? That guy was saying that any of these UK guys can come on the after show and challenge them. Well, I'm not a UK guy, but last time I came in, they didn't let me back in after that, so I don't know. They're ducking. But if you want the smoke, come get it. Another thing I gotta say is about these heavyweight fights coming up, man. I think we're gonna get. Well, obviously we're gonna get Wilder Fury. We're gonna get AJ Pulev, and we're gonna get Usyk Chisora. Three good fights, and I think Usyk is the one to watch out for because I think he'll become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And PBC is putting on mismatches. That's what I gotta say.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Hergovich. We got Trey.
What up, Trey?
What up, Mike? Hello?
We
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
you.
yeah. We hear you. What up, what up, what up?
Hello? Oh yeah, I was hearing something else. What up, Mike and Ness? Hey, Troy, use a ho. Hey, we talk about everything in the after show, including finances and all that other good black power shit. Just come through. We will school your old broke ass. And Eddie Hearn and Fake J is posturing. They trying to distract the champ. But remember, our champ ain't easily distracted. UK dudes slide through the after show. Already done caught me one UK body to be exact. I need a few more. Trey is 5-0 out here in these streets. Shout out to little Nick. He said he wanted to. Never mind, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna get y'all demonetized. Uh, Warren Williams, the whispering troll. Your ass is on my hit list. Come get this work, son. You be talking all that shit. Hey, and you UK dudes, if y'all gonna come through the after show, can y'all please not have all the same talking points? AJ, in his 16th fight, yeah. In his 16th fight, yeah. The $50 million, yeah. The $100 million, yeah. We gonna need you motherfuckers to do some independent thinking around here. Straight up. Oh, and on my trolling shit, I got Redkach, Pulev, and Wilder. Oh, but Wilder's not a troll. That's my true pick. That's my call.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Trey. Let's see who's next.
Damn, Troy ain't called back in yet. Don't Troy got a boomerang? You don't use it no more?
I thought we went to Troy twice.
I went to Troy once.
I'm pretty sure we went to Troy twice.
Troy. From Baltimore.
Yeah.
All right, Ness.
We gonna go out to. We went to Dominic twice.
Nope.
Dominic.
Good TVV. I'm gonna choose Danny Garcia and Jarrett Hurd. Damn, motherfucker. And yeah, shout out to Joey DeVoco. You know, the dude who knocked out Anthony Joshua. You know, he got a fight coming up. I'm about to watch that too. You know, I watch all the dudes who really knocked out.
It's gonna be on the zone though.
Daniel Dubois to. I know how to get that shit for free, bro. I mean, I know how you always mention it, but don't do that on the show. That's you trying to get on there. So I mean, I get it for free. Shout out to PBC. Shout out to boxing. Shout out to TBV. One love. That's my call.
Yeah, man. I just got confirmation, man. My guy Stanley hit me up. Yeah, Troy only got one call, man. I ain't wrong too many times.
Yeah, but
was
Troy not on the
tonight.
line. Troy not on the line.
Ah, okay. All right, Troy ran home.
Yeah, he not on the line. He not even here, brothers. He not even here. Stanley's got 2 calls or 1?
He got 1 because the first call he was working.
Okay, well go ahead. Well, actually, let's go with CYP. We went CYP twice.
Yeah.
Kel's obviously ain't. He's just listening. So CYP go third. We went to Steve, right?
No.
You lying.
Steve in Chicago.
You lying. We ain't go to Steve.
What? Hold on. What kind of weed you got over there, man?
Hold on, CYP. Yo, I swore we went to Steve already. I remember him
Steve
calling in.
Shit, I remember Steve called.
Yeah, he called and he said, "Fuck the belts."
That was this morning, Ness.
Steve in Chicago, what up?
You got me laughing. It's all right, man. Hey, man, I love the show. I love what you guys do. I love the work you put in. It was a great interview. Get more of those young guys on the show. I like hearing what they have to say. But yeah, man. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. If Granados was fighting Redkach, who would be favored?
Granados slightly, I think. Slightly.
Exactly. Man, some of these dudes in the chat are talking like Redkach is some beast. So I don't know what they're smoking. But anyways, yeah, I like the Ruiz. I like Ruiz with the Dillian Whyte. I like that fight. I do. For some reason, I like that fight. And I like what you were talking earlier about Charlo with Derevchenko. Because to me, Derevchenko beat Triple G. So if Charlo beats, I mean, that'd be a great win for Charlo. That fight should get made. And they're both with PBC. So we'll see how that rolls out.
You gonna get 7
But
million for
yeah,
Derevchenko?
what?
You think Charlo gonna get 7 million for Derevchenko?
Oh no. But I'm saying, as far as a win on his resume, I know what you're saying. He'd like to fight Triple G instead.
No, I'm not
But
saying that. Like, you gonna get 7 million for fight Demetrius Andre, and if you beat him, you get another belt too.
with Andre.
Like,
Yeah,
I
but we
mean,
ain't heard. But we ain't heard nothing. I mean, if Derevchenko's his mandatory,
says who?
that'd be that. I thought that's what you guys said.
Nah, we say he ranked number one. We ain't nobody no mandatory.
No, that's what I
Well,
said. I said, Mike,
yeah, I thought.
did you hear the rumors that they gonna name Derevchenko the mandatory? And then you was like, oh yeah, he's number one. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought they're going to be calling. I didn't think that. But I think that's where they're heading with this. But we'll
Yeah,
see.
according to the rumor, they're gonna call it before, which doesn't make sense. I thought they could only call in the convention, but they're supposed to call it before Charlo gets the time to fight Eubank.
Yeah, but yeah, and then, man, as far as with AJ, hey man, they're scared, man. They that train's about to leave, man. Like I've been telling you guys, there's Eddie's scared, man. He's scared for his life because that bankroll is about to leave him. He's scared. That's all I got.
All
Man,
right,
people
Steve.
are so quick, bro. It's a dude named Coronavirus now in the chat.
They just bored. Who's next? CYP.
Now listen, I'm gonna say something that it's gonna come off as funny, but I believe it's 100% true. Now it's gonna come off funny though, but I mean it. I've noticed that a lot of them Jamaican, Nigerian Brits, when they show their face, they ain't the most handsome dudes. I mean it. They look like the girls do not like them. They look like they jealous. They look like they look dusty. Their looks ain't gonna do it for them. I'm serious. But when you look at AJ, you see a totally different Nigerian brother. I really believe that AJ is more to them than just a boxer. That's why they love him so much. And I'm not trying to be funny. AJ represents them in a way that they've never been looked at. That's why they love him so much. See, Wilder, he just like one of us. Charlo just like one of us. We all look like them. That's what we do. But AJ look more like an American than he does like a Nigerian. And we know that in certain cultures, the way a person looks, they can get boosted up on a pedestal because of the way they look. I do believe that they have some kind of crush, some kind of sensation for AJ. That's why they can't say nothing bad about him. They can't admit if he even got knocked out or not. They can't admit if he's ducking. They can't admit if he's lying. They say nothing bad about this man. And I think it's because if you tear AJ down, then what the fuck do they have left? Some dirty ass sandals and some jealousy. Don't get mad at me, man. I'm just telling the truth. And y'all know the slogan. If you don't want to fight, watch what you type. But my better slogan is this. Everybody loves TBB. It is what it is. But you can't hear TBB without CYP in it. I'm out, baby. See y'all tomorrow morning.
CYP. We going out to Andy in the UK. AD, what up?
What's going on, Mike? CYP, that is rich coming from you, bro. You are one of the biggest Wilder nut huggers known to man. I bet you got a Wilder mask on looking in the mirror as you call TBV. You're some crazy dude, bruv. You need to get with reality, bruv, and stop going on like we worship AJ, because you worship Charlo and Wilder more than anyone I know worships AJ. It's actually kind of sad that you think that you're famous through calling in the show. Can you imagine if you were Nez and you actually had this show, how famous you think you'd be? You're one crazy dude, bro. Get back in your box, bro, before you get put in one permanently. I'm out.
Oh man, come on, man. Don't be going like that, dog. It sounds good, like a good sound bite, but don't that ain't called for. This ain't battle rap.
Yeah, man. Gotta keep it boxing, man. Troy Boomerang, what up?
What up, Troy? You had a lot of people responding to you, Mr. Graham.
Yeah, it's a great dram. Listen, I get called out. I don't really call anybody out. I just respond when people call me out. So I really, like I stated before, I'm not going to give up my time if it's not a valuable thing to give up my time. The reason I call into the show is because I choose to. Some topics I'm interested in, some I'm not. I shouldn't have to. There's no need for me to explain that to you, Mike. And then, the last caller, not the last caller, but the one who called my name said I was a whole. What?
Now you're the victim.
Mike, okay, the caller that called in and said I was a whole. Okay, the caller that called in and said I was a hoe and all that, and then talked about my age. This is an era where people are. Mike, God damn it, man! You gonna let me talk, boy? You gonna let me? What, Mike? Listen to me. There's a bunch of people calling in. I seem to irk people. I don't know if it's the tone of my voice or whatever, but goddamn, I'm sorry, Lord. You gotta let me speak, man. This is back and forth. I don't know how you're gonna have a talk show if you're the only one talking. You understand? You know what? That's it. Because you know what? Everything I say is gonna be taken left, right, or whatever. It's not gonna be taken, and it's just kind of adolescent to a point. But when I have my free time, I call in if the topic is fun to me, I'll call in. But damn, if you can't get your point off, what's the point of calling in? That's the whole thing. That's my whole point. That's my whole point, Mike. And I guess you won today because you pissed me off. All right.
Troy, thanks for calling in. We going out to Josue. What up in Oregon?
What up, Josue?
Hey, yo, what up, Ness? Hey, yo, what up, Mike? Hey, just wanted to call in and say I hope Danny Garcia gets knocked out. I know it's a far reach, but I'm hoping the boxing gods make him pay for all these tune-ups and trying to get world title shots and everything. But I'm hoping he at least sees the canvas at least once. Boxing gods, I don't ask for too much, but please answer my prayers. That's all I got.
Yo, hilarious. That's funny. Josue. Jaron, Louisiana, talk to me.
What up, Jaron?
Well, I guess I'll go with Michael Garcia to win his fight. And I really wanted to call and talk about this A.J. Wilder thing because I watched the first DVD again yesterday, and in it, Big Daddy Kane said two people can't be in the same place saying they're the best. Eventually, they got to battle and find out. That ought to be the mindset for these people in the boxing industry because it'd be, like I said, it'd be better for the fans. It'd be easier to follow. But I feel like AJ is stuck because it's like that's going to be the biggest money fight for him, but he's almost guaranteed to lose. And as far as Ruiz and the training, I want to know what y'all thought about Roy Jones Jr. training. Yeah, that's my call.
All right.
Oh man, Roy ain't got no proven track record, man. A lot of guys Roy train end up losing under Roy. Don't forget, if this is right now on YouTube, take a second out to smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. If you want to go one step farther, head over to the patreon.com/theboxingvoice, and you can sign up for as little as $3 a month, and you can ask these guys a question. But if you want to see the Border Wars footage next month, then you have to be on that $5 tier. So $3, $5, man, it's worth it. And just show your support that way.
My Jimbe.
Guys.
Bro, what's wrong with you? You called in like 100 times today.
I had the VPN on and it wasn't letting me. No. You know what? I had the VPN on, and then I just got back from Dallas. I flew in, so I don't know. Maybe something happened while I was up there. I don't know. It's been a rough day. But yeah, put me down for Danny. And then on that other fight, I'm not even gonna pick. That's a bullshit fight, fighting a 140 pounder. But in regards to the whole situation that I keep on hearing everybody talking about, Troy, I just wish that joking. I'm just gonna say it as a joke, so don't take it seriously. But this guy developed Alzheimer's, so he could forget about how to call the show. He's become my new boxing MD. Just somebody that says the most ignorant, ridiculous shit ever. Just stop calling. He doesn't even talk about relevant boxing topics sometimes. It's a horrible caller. And I don't even like to pick on callers like that, but and in regards to the guys on the show after, everybody on there has been nothing but kind, nice, just good boxing fans. So anybody that says anything about the after show talking nonsense, that's a bunch of lies. But anyways, man, you guys have a great weekend. Take care. As always, love the show.
My G and Batman, thanks for calling in. We going out to Huang in the BX. Talk to me.
What up, Juan?
Yo, what up, fellas? Yo, Mike, yo, you almost made that nigga Papa Bean, bro. That shit was hilarious. Made me drop my blunt and everything. I don't know why you did that to that guy, bro. Then you need to give him another call and let him try to redeem himself. Bro, you kept cutting him off, and he almost died over there, bro. He was screaming out the top of his lung, Mike! Mike! Yo, that shit cracked me the fuck up. I was like, Mike! Yo, what's wrong with this guy? He's fucking dying over here, Mike, and just keep cutting him off. That was the funniest shit ever, bro. Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, but it was still funny. All right, man. Y'all be good, though.
Well, all right, Huang. Thanks for calling in. We got the Dom twice. Mike?
Yes.
Yes. And we got the Stainless one. Stainless, what up?
Yo, what up, though? Mike, man, why you have to put that old man in this place like this? Let me stop saying that, man. You ain't even old enough to be calling yourself old. Fucking Info Joe, this a brother I got mad respect for. And he be on that after show all the time, man. If he ain't inciting wisdom, he asking questions. He has no problem getting in debates. Even offers up stuff that gets us in the talk, such as intellectual property. So I'm really not paying no attention to that dude. If you're gonna call in with a point, cool. But you keep saying you calling in with a point, but you ain't never got no point when you call in, man. Stop that. To L Dark, I know you on the line, bruh. We ain't never dismiss you from the chat. You got to call in to TBV. You know what I'm saying? We are TBV fans. That's how we end up on the show afterwards. So if you really a fan of TBV, then push the fucking thumbs up, share that shit, get on Patreon, become a member, and join us on the fucking after show. Otherwise, man, stop being scared and being like Warren Williams, old scary ass, and putting shit in the chat instead of actually talking to a motherfucker. I'm really starting to think Trey Wright and that cat is just a fucking UK bot or something, because he don't ever call in, but that motherfucker be typing like 1 million words a minute. Man, everybody listening right now, man, thanks for listening. If you haven't pushed the thumbs up, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Ness and Mike, man, I've been at work since 5:30 this morning, bruh, and I have not been able to call in once, but I've been listening the whole time. So thanks for all the content, man. Y'all made 13, 14 hours at work. Feel like 15 minutes. So thanks to y'all for that. To all my brothers and sisters in the chat, man, in the after show, man, I'll see y'all soon. And to y'all in the chat, if you ain't gonna join in on the call, then stop being a coward on the chat. As I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because it's TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Stainless, man. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to Caesar Vegas. What up, C's?
C's, what's the business?
What's good? What's good? How you guys doing, man?
We good. Yo, you in camp with Eddie or what?
Yes, sir, man. You better be working, Ness. This guy is a completely different dude. Y'all hear me?
I ain't got no cricket sound bite.
Yo,
We hear you, bro. We hear you.
Hello?
We just saying
All
interrupting.
right. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Anyway, yeah. So about the couple topics that you guys been talking about, about Canelo going to Japan, I kind of figured that because when in the Andy Ruiz fight, in the interview that he did on DAZN, he was talking about that he wanted to fight in Japan. So when the Murata thing came up, I was like, oh, I'm not surprised because he had mentioned it before. So I guess I understand. I mean, coming off of winning that belt off Kovalev, I guess we can, be cool with that fight. I mean, I would be more excited if he, unified at 60, but it is what it is, Hopefully Andy gets with the right trainer and, But, hey, Ness, man, how's camp going for you?
Catch me on an episode of Unguarded.
All right. When's that coming out?
Before Saturday, hopefully, or next week. But it's going good, brother.
Who's gonna interview the Dominican Nightmare?
Maybe Robert or Mitty.
All right, I got you.
I mean, you could do it. I don't know. You
All
got
right.
Skype?
Yeah, I got Skype, but just on my phone. I don't have a laptop.
All right. Well, we'll talk, man. We'll get it
But
done.
anyway, yeah, for sure. Hey, on another note, it's been cool. You guys been having so many interviews back to back, man. You guys been doing a great job, man. I want to give you guys props, man. You guys been doing your thing. And for anybody stupid enough not to, get your Patreon account, man, you better go do it, man, because it's been nonstop interviews. And I don't know if you guys seen, but Fernando Vargas Jr., he's going pro this year. So I don't know if you guys be interested in getting him on the show.
90 seconds. For sure, brother. Everybody.
For sure. Hey, well, let me know if you're interested. I see him all the time, so hit me up. But, hey, you guys have a good night, and TB for life, man.
You already know, C's for sure. Definitely hit you up for that as well. Fernando's going to be pretty good fighter. That's everyone. Yes, 60 seconds. Yes, it is.
Right on time. I missed the outro music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
a little
around
groove
somewhere.
and shit going, but yeah, man. This weekend, Danny Garcia, Showtime Boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Jason Quigley probably fighting right now on the zone. He's the main event. But yeah, man, good weekend of boxing, man. So we'll be able to check it out and see how it plays out and
Damn, the
catch
fights
y'all
on
in
the
the
zone
morning, man.
started?
Huh?
The ones on the zone started already? I forgot about those.
Yeah, probably so. But yeah, man, follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. You can follow me on YouTube at Mike on Sports.
That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Deuce A. 10 seconds.